Hey everyone, this is Rob,
I'm Michelle.
and welcome to Bunebape, your weekly podcast on everything you need to know about old school RuneScape.
Meet Merp.
Merp. All right, so this week up on the docket, we have a slew of things to talk about, ranging from some fairly low lows and some very high highs.
Yeah.
But this episode is mainly going to be focused on leagues.
AKA the high highs.
Yeah, not League of Legends. Shout out to all those. Please seek help. But we're talking about League's 6 demonic pacts primarily, but we do have a few things to get out of the way first.
Yes.
So we'll start off on kind of a low note and then we'll end on a high, I promise.
Yeah. Like rising crescendo or whatever.
Yeah, it's definitely crescendo, but for sure.
Weird.
Anyways, though, we do have a few things to talk about first, which is going to be the mobile character stuff. We do have also some more information on game maintenance times. And shout out to Jimmy. We're going to talk about the podcast episode that he was on.
Their podcast.
The official RuneScape podcast. And then we have this week's update, which is the pirate encounters and design stuff. New combat related stuff for
New
sailing.
poll going on.
Yeah, kind of a...
Interesting.
Yeah, kind of interesting. And then we do have all of the league stuff. So like I said, we're going to go out in a bang. A bunch of really cool stuff was dropped this week.
Yes.
By far the most. They've been teasing leagues for like 1,500 years at this point, and this is by far the most stuff that they drop. So if you're a theory crafter or someone that enjoys, the anticipation of an event, this is peak.
I really want. I'll talk about it. I don't have a plan. I don't even know where to begin.
Yeah, cool. No one asked, but we'll get into it. And then also, like we do have a Q&A.
Of course.
I got to mention we have a Q&A. So if you have a question, whether it's about RuneScape or other games or real life, feel free to ask us anywhere on our socials, usually listed down below, or go to Bunebape or discord.gg/Bunebape, where we have a channel server and you can join up, ask questions there, join us for events, movies, stuff like that. And then we also, if you want to really help out the podcast, if you really enjoy your time here, we really appreciate any follows on Spotify. It really is really exciting. No, we are really happy about the...
It is. He just said really a lot, so I wanted to do that too.
Yeah, she's a bully. We bully each other, but
it's okay.
Yeah, we appreciate the support over there. And if you want to take another step, then you can also always support us on the Patreon.
Yeah, you get early ad-free access to the podcast and Discord badges at the first tier. You can even get a free mug at the highest tier. The mug that we sent out, I'm just finding cringe friendship quotes and changing it to be customized about you. So I made Gail uncomfortable because I think he thought I was serious.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, and also you get origami.
I think it's funny.
But yeah, so there's a bunch of rewards for there if you want to support us. It's cool if we just use all that stuff to make the podcast a little bit better, so you guys don't have to listen to bad quality and stuff like that.
Trash.
So yeah, hopefully you all enjoy it. And before we get into any of the stuff that we just talked about, what have you been up to?
I have been working on CAs. I did a few. I've done a couple of Vardorvis one. I'm actually comfortable with Vardorvis now, mostly. Last night I got the perfect CA, which is 5 perfect without leaving. So before 3 days ago, I couldn't even do 3 KC in a trip. So pretty exciting times. I'm very happy about it. Yeah, there was part of me that was secretly should I just stay here, get more comfortable and go for a weekend? But at the same time, I probably could. I did try and awaken blindly. And at first I was like, okay, this isn't too bad. And then all of a sudden it was very suddenly.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it goes.
Suddenly it was bad. I didn't look anything up. It got scary. But now I'm doing Whisper, trying to get used to Whisper again because I'm not great at it. And we'll see where that takes me, or if I'll maybe consider going back to Vardorvis. I don't know yet.
Nice.
That's what I've been up to. I totally forgot. Podcast news. We are going to have a guest on soon, TM.
Yeah, so, we don't know when, so it's not an official announcement, but we are having a guest on soon.
Yeah, we're going to have Telecon on the podcast. Maybe next week, maybe after leagues. So it's still up in the air, but I just want to mention it just in case. Telecon's a very snowflake, very snowflake account person on YouTube who makes a lot of videos. So if you have questions for him, you can ask in Discord. It might be answered next week. It might be answered after leagues.
Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, we haven't figured it out, but I just wanted to make sure I mentioned just in case.
And we'll mention it again later down the line.
Once it's official.
Yeah.
Unless it's next week in which case this is official.
True.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
How have you been?
Pretty good. I have been minding my own business still, shooting
Got
stars.
him.
Yeah, at the shooting range. So I am very nearly on the cusp of 250,000 Stardust. So on track with the 40,000 every week, like I've kind of
Oh my
been guessing
god.
at.
Do you need 300? 350.
I'm gonna get to around 350, 335.
Are
So
you
it's
gonna
like
be able to get that
350.
before leagues?
I don't know if I'm gonna get it before leagues. Well, I
Wow.
mean, no, because leagues is in one more week, so I'm only gonna get
Oh
to
yeah.
300K.
No, you're right. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I still have some more work to do, but yeah, that's fine. I'm not really, I should honestly, the goal of the account overall is to get to Tob as quick as possible. And I'm doing the elongated route for this particular section. I still need to get all the
Definitely.
gear for it,
Yeah.
which I'm hoping doesn't take that long. That's why I'm still kind of comfortable with taking a longer time here.
You're just counting on being spooned.
No, just because the amount of time it takes to get the general like
Drop rate time.
full drop for everything at like the Moon's Apparel is like 270 KC. Like it's not that much.
To get everything?
Yeah, because it has drop rate protection.
I feel like that's still a little bit spin though.
Yeah, no, I mean obviously you can go dry, and I went dry on my main account whenever I was there. I got like, or my other Iron Man account, I got like 90 with like no drops.
You got none.
Yeah, so
Wow.
I could get unlucky, but I'm just hoping that like
The luck's turned around.
because that gear is low key almost enough to take me to top.
Yeah.
So that gear, and then I still unfortunately have to do more quests for the barrels gloves. And the whole
Mhm.
reason I'm doing this is because I need a fury.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I need a fury. So
Not
that's why,
negotiable.
yeah, like I have to get at least a fury. Ideally, originally I was going to go for a Zenite. Don't really think that's happening.
Oh really?
I just don't want to go for like 600,000 or 700,000 Stardust, and I just don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Or at least not right now. I will do that eventually, trust me, but not in this grind.
Maybe by then we'll have that new the Worms Crag Island with the new crafting
Yeah.
method.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
So I still have a few other things that I need to do for the account, but honestly, I am hoping and thinking that's not going to take that long to get Moon's Apparel kind of completed,
Hopefully.
which I think will be more than enough to get me most of the way there for top. So I'm not like super worried about this long grind right now.
And for those of us who are going to top with you, you said you'd rather us wear gear similar to you, right?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I just don't want like being like, all right, cool, I did top.
You don't want us all having our
and,
sides.
like the three people standing next to me are full Torva with scythes, and it's just like
What if I'm wearing Oath Plate?
like I don't want it to be the same result no matter if I was or wasn't there.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it's
You
like,
want to feel like you're doing something.
yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, that's the general idea of that account. That's what I've been up to, and in real life, I've also still been training for the Ironman. It's going okay. I had like a 5-hour ride and a 3-hour run last weekend, and it felt pretty good.
Yeah, he like called me at the end of his run, and I thought he just like ran like 2 miles or something. He was like, "Yeah, I think it was like 10," and I was like, "I don't even sound tired."
Yeah, I ended up
What?
running 12.
Holy moly!
But I mean, yeah, it was definitely slower. So, anyways, just like getting in more miles. It's just less than 90 days left, around like 80 something.
Seriously?
Yeah, it was like 87
Oh my
or
God.
something last time I checked.
Whoa, that's also scary for me because I'm like around 90 days, my chest is gonna be getting tattooed, and that's gonna hurt so bad.
Yeah. So, yeah, anyone that like hasn't tuned in a while, I signed up for and I'm doing an Ironman in 3 months,
In Germany.
which is 140 miles.
Oh my God.
Yeah, shout
Yeah.
out. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, that's going well. And I am halfway to 95 mining.
Oh, I was like, iron.
No,
what
I'm
the heck is
95
iron?
halfway to 96.
Jeez Louise,
Yeah.
man.
So that's pretty cool. And besides that, I've just been, if I sounded in the beginning of the episode kind of jumpy, it's because I've just been like racking my brain with so many random like leagues, theory craftings that like I'm just jumping around thinking about different parts of it all day.
I keep telling him like I can't focus on it, and I started taking Wellbutrin like a month and a half ago. I haven't asked to stop it because now I'm
It's
like,
a drug that helps with focus.
yeah, for ADHD. And then I said a couple of weeks ago that I feel like my baseline anxiety was high, and I thought it was that. But now I'm thinking that that was maybe just mostly caused because of work. The work was really stressful. But the person that's stressing me out retired.
Nice.
So hopefully it's all better. But I'm like, the Wellbutrin's not even working if I can't theory craft, is all I was going to say.
That's true. I've
So-
been thinking a lot. Luckily, there is many viable options, so that's kind of part of why I've been thinking about it so much because there is so many options.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, let's stop alluding to it, unless you have one more
I
thing.
have one more thing.
Okay.
Two more things. First, I wanted to say last week, I'm sorry because I thought that was the last episode before Leagues, and Leagues would be out right now. And then
Nice.
second of all,
It's not.
yeah, it's not. Second of all, if you guys remember, I bought Robert Lamb of God tickets for Christmas.
No, we didn't go.
Didn't go.
Yeah.
The day of, it's in LA, so it was like a 2.5 hour drive to get there. Something, and Robert was like, "What if we like sold them?"
Yeah. To be fair,
It was his idea.
I was like, yo, I kind of want to go to there's a very extremely famous museum
The Getty
in LA.
Center.
Yeah, it's the Getty Center. And it has like Picasso's,
Or not
you
Picasso,
know,
Van Gogh, Monet.
Van Gogh's, Monet's. Like, I'm sure they have Picasso's.
They
too.
might, yeah.
They have so many things there. World renowned place, and it's free. And we've always wanted to go there. And also, I didn't want to drive back at like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
to the house.
Yeah, whenever I got the tickets, I don't think that I knew he was gonna be waking up at 4 a.m. to train for 5 hours on Saturday.
I woke up at like 4 and then trained for at 5 for 5 hours.
Yeah, so we drove to LA and we're like, if we sell the tickets, we're going to the Getty. If we don't sell them, we'll go to the concert, whatever. And when we were like halfway there, they sold. And I just got like all my money back. It wasn't extra money or anything. I think I lost $5.
So shout out, still my favorite band. Just didn't see him this time.
So crazy. Everyone was like making jokes like, wow, I can't believe she sold your Christmas present. And I was like, it was his idea.
Yeah.
And I was torn up about it for like 2 hours. And I had to be like, I don't know, should we? But the Getty's awesome.
To be fair, it might have pushed it over the edge if
I got us really good seats.
Yeah, it was good seats, but like she said, she made her money back, so not a big deal.
Yeah.
But anyways, like I think I might have been slightly more intrigued. One, if I didn't have to train so much and be so tired, but two, if the lineup was a little more interesting.
Oh, because he didn't really know the openers as much.
Yeah, there was like 4 opening acts. I didn't know pretty much any of them.
Yeah.
And then also, I like their new album that they're doing the tour for, but I didn't like it half as much as I like their
other ones,
their other albums. Yeah, so I was like, I don't want them to play half of it, and like I'm like, it's not like I dislike the songs. It's just
it's not what you want to listen to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so that's it. But I mean, whatever. We'll see them again. It's not like they're gonna retire anytime soon.
What if they die or something?
Yeah, I mean, people die all the time.
And the Getty's really cool. Would recommend. 3 hours is not enough time. There's like multiple buildings. We barely got through one.
Yeah, if you're ever in
Go
LA,
all day.
I would highly recommend. You only have to pay for parking, so it's like $30 to get in.
Yeah, and if you go after 6 p.m., it's only 15.
True. But anyways, let's get into some actual RuneScape stuff this week. So hopefully you guys are ready and strapped in because there's a ton to go over. First is going to be the mobile character switcher. This is obviously for mobile, and
I haven't looked
it's
at this
kind of
yet.
cool. So essentially, whenever you log in and attach all of your characters to your account or whatever, then it gives you the option to like select them. Like instead of the play now button, it just shows like all of your characters.
I don't know if I have other characters logged in, but I am pulling a mobile right now because I'm curious if I do. Oh my god, it freaking logged me out.
Yep.
Logging in on mobile, don't know why. It's the most annoying thing in the world.
It's not very well done.
What's the point of having a Jagex account? You're gonna make me log into mobile all the time.
Yeah, it's not very well done.
It won't even let you change the screen when you enter your password. You have to do it side.
I do think it's hilarious that they implement this after so many people are like, all right, well, it's unaffordable to have multiple accounts.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you can log into multiple free-to-play accounts if you want.
I think it is good timing for leagues at least, because some people play different accounts for leagues, so they can still play on their main account. Yeah. AKA me a few years ago. But that's a very good point. How funny. We could have used this a while ago.
Yeah, it's just a little unfortunate timing, but I mean, I've seen plenty of people use it. It seems to work really well, and it's as simple as I just mentioned, where you can, instead of hit the play now button, hit the switch character button, and then you can select from any of them.
Yeah, it shows 4 on each page, up to 20 available characters.
Yeah, and it shows next to it via a silver or gold star, whether it's a member's account or not.
Even their example, only one's a member.
Yeah.
Even Jagex can't afford it.
It's a little too expensive. But yeah, anyways, that's kind of funny, but shout out to any mobile players that are enjoying that.
Yeah.
And next
sorry you guys have to log back in. It sucks.
We have some game status information center. So this is going to be something you might want to check back in next week. We're not going to mention it next week unless we weirdly have to, but this is just a kind of like a living blog that'll tell you if the game is down or up, which obviously is going to be important next week when it has a surge of players with leagues happening. So feel free to come back to this blog. It does say that currently it's online and there is going to be a little bit of downtime later the next week for 45 minutes. It'll be down,
Cool.
and then it'll come back up, and then yeah, you'll be able to play.
Man, I wish that I had freaking sick time to take this off. That's
I mean, yeah, you could just take it unpaid.
I think it would be an occurrence.
That's fine.
I get 10 strikes a year. They upped it though, so that's
What if we
kinda
both
nice.
took it unpaid?
Is it worth
And
losing
we just,
like
we just,
$400?
as you would say, degen.
Stop. I think Renata pronounced it like that too.
Also, shout out to anyone that thinks it's degen and not degenerate.
Degenerate.
Yes.
Degenerate, so degen.
No.
Degenerate is a word.
Yeah.
So degen should be the...
No, you say it differently.
Why would you say it differently?
No, I'm saying you say it differently.
What do you mean? It's pronounced degenerate.
Degenerate. Degenerate.
Degenerate.
Degenerate. And then
Degenerate.
you turn the D into a D.
Degenerate.
A degen is like a mystical being
Yeah, I play
in
Phasmophobia.
the East. There's okay.
I know what a degen is.
Anyways, let us know who's right. Is it
He doesn't even play Phasmo.
degenerate or degenerate?
Degenerate.
Speaking
You're
of
saying the same thing as me.
speaking of degenerates, we have Jimmy. Shout out
Damn,
to
throwing him
Jimmy.
under the bus for no reason.
Really, no, he's like an original gamer. That's
He
why
is,
I know
yeah.
he is more than likely.
I heard he
had
like
his fair
invented green
share-
screens.
Yeah, he's had his fair share of degeneracy. So if you want to see this episode with Jimmy from the official RuneScape podcast, I'd recommend checking it out. It's the 12th episode of the season,
Cool.
and it's I think the last episode.
It's one of their special episodes. They're not even considering it like
Oh,
part of a
okay.
season. Wait, I don't even know if we mentioned they had soup before. I don't
Yeah,
know.
they had
before.
soup. They have Jimmy, and next will be Oda.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so they just talk about a few things. Jimmy's a really cool content creator. I'd recommend checking out his channel. Obviously, you probably know who he is.
Yeah.
He makes a lot more kind of like meta videos, not like build videos or update videos, but like meta videos about the game.
Which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, he seems pretty cool, but also a lot of people were kind of like not upset, but kind of like, why is this episode coming out so late?
Oh, when was it recorded? Did it say?
3.5 months ago.
Man, listen. I'm just saying, I'm one person and I have the podcast edited, ready to go in like less than 48 hours. Jackass
Yeah.
has a whole team. Like,
Yeah, I get that they're like spacing them out, but this is just like
too
really
much.
far apart.
Too much. And there's so much creators, you don't even need to space them out that much. Even if you are spacing them out, it's not 3 months worth of people they've
Yeah.
had on. The
Yeah.
math doesn't even make sense.
It's fine though. Feel
Whatever.
free to check it out. There's a little bit more there whenever you're done with this episode if you need some more time to fill.
Yeah.
But we have the thing that is going to be more than likely it's kind of a weird note. I was going to say the low note for this week, but it's more kind of just a lukewarm note.
Yeah, I would agree.
And that's this week's update, the pirate encounter designs and rewards.
I want to say going into this, Robert told me on my break, people are upset about this. I was like, oh my God, it must be bad.
Yeah,
I read
a lot
it.
of people are not necessarily upset. They're just not happy.
Yeah, I read it and I was like, it's just fine.
It's just
in my mind.
slightly disappointing or
There are a
discouraging.
couple things I'm very excited about though.
Yeah, it was funny because I told you that it was getting a low amount. It had been out all day. This blog had
Mhm.
been out all day, and you know, they posted on the subreddit as well. And usually it has like, you know, a few hundred upvotes, whatever. This one, I remember I looked and it had 77 upvotes and like 300 comments, which is like kind of a low amount of upvotes. And I told
Okay.
you after, you know, I called you
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, it doesn't have that many upvotes. I went and looked and it was down to 74.
Wow.
I don't know what it's at now, but it's
I wonder if it's also like some residual mad about the price changes.
potentially because
Mm-hmm.
yeah, for anyone that like doesn't look at any of these posts, the Discord, which does get the announcement posts of
Mhm.
every single blog that comes out, is still not necessarily getting like thumbs down bombed on every single post, but there's a lot of them. There's still a lot of them.
I'm so torn because I don't want to make the mods feel bad because it's not their choice.
Yeah.
But I also kind of like that people are still angry because we should be angry. We're paying $15 for pirate encounters.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
It's weird.
Yeah.
But also I don't like it's not the mod's fault. But how
True.
else are you supposed to protest it? I don't know.
Speaking of mods, shout out to Mod Light because she was in the trenches this week.
She's been in the trenches. Poor
She
Mod
was
Light.
she was the assigned sacrificial lamb, as it were. 'cause-
Every week they choose a new mod to sacrifice.
yeah, she was in the comments asking people why they were feeling certain ways about
Oh
content.
no. Oh.
And people were civil. They just weren't giving her, kind feedback. It just wasn't good feedback.
Was it constructive feedback?
It
or-
was. It was.
Oh,
It was
okay.
good feedback. It just wasn't like, oh, you guys are doing a good job type of feedback. It was like
Oh, no, I
a
can't
lot of
handle
this
that.
stuff isn't up to like
You have to do a
my
compliment
standards feedback.
sandwich.
No,
That re-
no,
yeah.
not here.
That
Well,
rem-
I mean, people don't do that here. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, they should. That reminds me at work yesterday, a doctor sent a mean message. Not mean. He was just kind of sent like a rude message because I scheduled someone wrong. And he was like, obviously this should be with blank. And then telling my supervisor like to talk with the front desk. And he put me and like 6 other people CC'd. And he knew it was me. And I cried at work.
Nice.
I wasn't gonna cry, and then my coworker
Yeah,
was
don't-
like, "Are you okay?" And I was like,
Don't make Maud Light cry.
"Don't." Oh, I bet she has.
She seems
Well,
kind.
actually, if you go for this job, you probably have thicker skin than me.
Yeah, probably. Anyways, we have the pirate stuff. So this is a full-on expansion of combat to sailing. And this comes alongside the new quest, the Red Reef. It's part of the Tortugan.
Forestry Part 3.
Yes. This is a part of the Tortugan quest line. As you might imagine, there comes pirates with the pirate update. And they've been spotted out hunting in the open sea, raiding ships, plundering butt, and taking down anyone who gets in their way.
Plundering booty. Why do you
Yeah.
say plundering butt?
That's what it says.
It says booty.
Alongside the recent balance changes to boat combat, we're very excited to share details of our first major expansion to boat combat, Pirate Encounters. That's the name of the actual thing, is Pirate Encounters. And that's the whole, like, shebang. That's all of the actual expansion, is it's pirates.
Cool. All right, let's get into it. Pirate ships are set to appear at various locations across the sea. Then they put "arr."
Arr.
Arr. When you encounter one, you or your crewmates will be able to directly attack the boat using your boat's cannon. You can also fight the NPC pirates on the enemy ship using your own major range attacks. Traditional combat, though, cannot directly attack the boats. Only your cannons can. And cannons can't attack the pirates. Only you can with your range or mage weapon.
Yeah.
So now you have to
I don't like
go
this.
on your ship with regular gear. But I thought they didn't
Yeah.
want us to take regular gear. Like, which one is it?
Yeah, I don't like this at all.
So, when an enemy pirate ship reaches certain health thresholds, the pirates on board may decide to jump ship and attack you on your boat. This is scary if you're going AFK. If they manage to get on board, you must defend your boat using your own attacks. Mage, range, or melee. Your crew will start to panic and pause their actions until you've dealt with the threat, so act quickly. So your crew's not going to sail you away. They're going to be like, ah.
Yeah. I'll talk about why I don't like this in a few paragraphs, because like there's more aspects of it that culminate into me not liking it.
Okay, let me know whenever you're ready.
This by itself, I already don't like, just because I've always thought sailing combat should be sailing. I hate that you're just on the boat fighting. It feels it's out of place to me.
I'll wait till you complain to also second that.
Sure.
So enemy pirates are considered defeated through two possible. I said poo, bro. What?
It's always on the mind.
Two possible outcomes. You've defeated the entire crew so that nobody's left on board, which will cause the boat to sink, or you've destroyed the hull of the ship, causing it to sink. Either way, you get the spoils from their boats.
Yeah, the next thing is going to be the difficulty or complexity of these encounters, and it is going to be fairly difficult.
Yeah, it's not going to be like go AFK while praying melee and you're fine.
Yeah, but it's weird. The rationale here is very mismatched.
Or their explanation.
Their explanation of their rationale is very mismatched. So let me know if I'm, not thinking of this correctly.
Okay.
So they say, to give you an idea of the complexity of this, think about tormented demons. It's an involved fight, but obviously it's not a boss.
Okay.
So they wanted to be upfront in managing expectations. They essentially say that they're going to take an iterative approach, so they're fine, changing this multiple times. But essentially, they are going to be making it so that this content is going to have 2 different types of enemies, mid-level and high-level, being 75 plus. And also, whenever they do give you rewards, it's going to essentially not be high in XP.
Okay.
So they're designed to be repeatable, and hopefully they won't be overly punishing, but they're also planning to add them into areas of lower traffic so that players won't have to engage with them if you don't want to, like when you're doing salvaging and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And in the rewards is where they mention the XP, but I thought it kind of went together with that, because they talk about like the difficulty of it. So they do say that like the XP is not going to be the main thing you go for. It's going to be like the loot and stuff.
It will be a bounty task though, so you can still get XP if you do it through bounty, but that's seems like it's gonna be the only way to get it, to be honest.
Yeah. They do say that when they balance around content, they generally look for three things: XP per hour, GP per hour, and uniques. And if content had a great XP or a great GP and fantastic uniques, then there wouldn't be much reason to engage in other types of content.
This makes me wonder, is the gold power gonna be really good?
It must be insane based on what
Or
they're
is
saying.
it's gonna be bad on all three fronts?
Yeah, they say they want to reiterate that our caution around adding more XP is because they don't want sailing to be combat related. They just want it to be like a part of sailing, not like sailing is combat.
Okay.
Which I guess I kind of get.
That's fair.
But the rationale doesn't make sense because and this is essentially where I'm going to tell you why I don't like this.
Oh, okay, let's get into it.
So the reason I don't like this is because it doesn't overall make sense. Like their rationale, I feel like immediately this speaks against it. Because they're saying that they want something like TDs, which is actually fairly involved. Like
It's
TDs,
very involved.
you have to be participating to do TDs.
That's why whenever I first read that, I was like, ew, I don't want to fight these.
That's
like
you can't
gross.
really look away.
I don't know why I don't like going there.
It's not like you look away and you die, but you can't look away for very long.
Yeah, and you have to bring supplies.
You might like alt tab a little bit, but yeah, if you're not paying attention, and especially if you want to be, even remotely efficient, then you gotta, use the specs during the downtimes or whatever.
Also, they drop expensive stuff.
Exactly.
So I'm like, to be fair, they haven't said if the pirates are gonna have crazy drops.
So TDs,
maybe they will.
Not only do TDs actually give pretty decent XP, especially obviously we're talking about Slayer here, then also it gives pretty good gold per hour. Their alks are pretty decent, and their uniques are very expensive. And they're very good.
I don't know if they give the best XP per hour because it takes a while to kill them. So I feel like it can't be that great.
But I don't think it's bad. Like a lot of people I know don't skip TDs.
I think that's also, because they'll make it easier because you have a Slayer helm when you do it.
Yeah.
Can I be honest? Until like this year, I didn't understand why people were like, only do this boss whenever you have a task. And then whenever I was doing fight caves after my surgery, I was like, oh my God, it's for the Slayer helm bonuses. I never understood. I was like, why does it matter if you're on task?
Yeah, it's 10% damage,
it easier.
And accuracy. It's pretty good.
That's why I should really cheese my Inferno cape. So then when I actually learn it, I have the Slayer helm.
You can.
Maybe.
You can practice it in leagues. But yeah, so it just doesn't make sense to me because I feel like it's the opposite of TDs where, I mean, I guess the XP isn't that good, but it's also not that bad.
Yeah, and for how much gold you're making, it really doesn't matter. It's a lot.
Yeah, so I'm like, are these pirates going to be like giga money or what?
It's hard to tell because they don't tell us how much money per hour. They honestly probably don't know yet.
Yeah, they definitely don't know. And also, it's like their alks are pretty good and their uniques are like
insane. Uniques are crazy.
Like they're
and the burning claws are huge.
The burning claws are one of the best specs in the game.
Yeah. Oh, and the synapses are huge too. Like for Yama and stuff, like you need that.
Yeah, I was like, people go there specifically to like straight up skip CG, for example.
Yeah.
Which is like a really big thing for like just to show how powerful the uniques are.
They're really, really good.
So I'm like, okay, one, it has to be on that par. And two, they kind of allude to like, you're going to have to go in, and someone actually smarter than me that thought of this was like, won't this just lead to someone that is either more powerful in boats or more powerful in gear, just doing one or the other only? Because as long as you defeat the enemies, which is likely going to be the stronger way to do it, you're just going to kill the enemies.
I feel like they should just make it so you can only use your cannon, and then if they hop to your boat, you can attack.
Also, yeah, the hop to the boat is weird because it's like, all right, am I going to have to bring ranged and or mage and melee?
Yeah, you're going to have to bring like a full set of gear.
How involved is this? And then they talk about this in the next thing, which is about cannonballs. They talk about adding chain shot and incendiary, which is something we'll get into in a second. But just to like kind of jump forward a little bit, they do talk about the incendiary rounds. You are going to be using them to like set the decks of the enemies' boats on fire.
Yeah. Imagine
but then they also low-key hint, not even low-key, they hint that enemies will eventually get this.
Yeah, they do.
So it's like, all right, I'm fighting enemies.
They're setting me on fire
on two fronts, me and my boat, and I have to worry about them.
My crew's stunned. They're not even helping.
Yeah, crew's not even helping. I have to worry about them boarding me, and I have to worry about putting my deck's fires out.
I'm just saying, it better have some really good rewards.
Someone's like, yo, for all of this to happen, is this like a 10-minute encounter? Like, what are we doing here?
I know. I know.
Or is it
It's
just
kind of
going to be
weird.
how everyone expects it to be, and it's just you assassinating these 5 guys on their boat, and then it's over in like 20 seconds. We don't get to see any of the other stuff.
It's weird. I don't know how they're gonna pull it off.
Yeah,
The way that they
it
are
feels
planning.
like fairly disjointed from what they're saying based on what I'm hearing them say.
I don't going back again. I don't like that they are requiring you to use your regular weapons when they
Yeah.
made a big deal about, oh, you shouldn't use your regular weapons. It,
Like they're saying it
you
shouldn't
should,
be the better option, but it's like
but you're
clearly
telling
the
us,
better option.
yeah. I mean, there's no world where us cannoning their boat is better than using a shadow.
Yeah.
Like, I get what they want two different kinds, whatever, but I don't know. I feel like when they're on their boat, you should only be able to attack them with cannons.
Yeah.
If you want to melee them when you're on, if they board your boat and you want to melee them, that makes sense to me.
Sure.
But if they're far away, the cannons should actually be cannoning, I think.
I mean,
I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah, I agree.
It's bizarre.
I've always thought that boats should be the main source of damage, and when they redid the combat and it still wasn't, definitely a bit of a disappointment for me.
Yeah, I've been using the cannonballs recently, and I'm pretty sure the shadow was better.
Yeah, no, yeah, the shadow's straight up better.
But I was like, I guess it's cheaper. I'll do it for a little bit. Oh, I got the bottled storm, by the way, you guys. I just need the inky paint.
Yeah, straight up, they said, like, unless you're using the best of slot, which is dragon cannons with dragon balls, like, you're not doing mega damage.
Yeah.
So, and it's like, who's doing that?
It's so expensive. That's probably more than a shadow.
Yeah, it's like no one's doing that. And also another person brought up a really good thing. Like, I understand that obviously Iron Man are playing with a deficiency, but the drop rates are still obscene. So someone brings this up every single week because it's still a problem that they haven't addressed how crazy the drop rates are. For instance, if you want to get like an upgraded boat for obvious reasons, and then also the cannons, bro, you're looking at, like, even if you get the cannons, which is 1 out of 20,000, even if you get one of them, which you need 2, then you need another 10,000 ice dragon kills in order to get the sheets and the nails in order to actually use them.
True.
So it's like,
wild,
bro, this is like a several hundred or even 1,000-hour grind if you want to do all this. Like, only one dude that I know of has like a full Iron Man setup boat.
Yeah.
So that's like a cherry picked thing, but like I'm sure there's more people that have it, but it's not many.
It should be hard to get, but it shouldn't be like you're 30 mil XP to get it.
Like it's like raid equivalent grinds.
Yeah.
Which is insane. I'm not saying everyone should have dragon, by the way. Although it is kind of weird that dragon is like level 90 gated in sailing, where it's not anywhere else.
I'm okay with that if it was slightly easier to get the drops, because yeah, even as like a main, I was like, oh, I'm gonna start saving my dragon nails for upgrades. I only have like 10.
I initially thought the same thing.
Yeah.
But someone brought up a good point, is you're kind of doing the crafting thing. If you unlock dragon at 90, what do you unlock next year?
Oh yeah, because there's no way they're gonna stop at dragon.
Like in 5 years, is dragon still gonna be like the GOAT?
Probably not.
Like, that's not gonna make sense. We're gonna do the crafting thing.
Oh no, we're doing it all over again.
So it's like,
we're watching it happen in real time. What happened 20 years ago?
It's funny just because like all these things aren't a big deal, like a huge deal by themselves, but like all of them together, once you like lay it out, kind of is like, why are we expanding on this skill when it's clearly not cohesive?
Yeah. And the crafting thing we're talking about, I guess smithing is a better example, is like how whenever they first added RuneScape, rune plate bodies, you need 99 smithing, and now like Torva, you don't even need as high as that.
Yeah.
So it just like looks goofy.
I mean, both of those skills, because it's like, you need a higher level to make the Zenite than you do the Rancor. It's the same thing.
Funny. Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense.
It's weird. So we're kind of watching that happen in real time, that they did add dragon stuff up to like 96, which is cool because it feels nice to get the unlocks, but in 5 years time, it's not going to feel as cool.
Yeah.
So I don't know the solve for that though.
They're backing themselves into like a really weird corner, because it's not like anyone laid out that they have to do it this way. They purposely are doing this.
I don't know the best option though, because there's always gonna be new stuff.
I mean, they should have just made it like 60.
But then no new upgrades for that many levels would feel so bad.
I mean, they could have. What they're using as like, the scapegoat for all of this jankiness is that it's a new skill and they still have a bunch of stuff to add to it.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, a lot of these people working on it never worked on a scale, so it probably is
Yeah.
intimidating.
Yeah. It's just hard because they're making choices that are hard to walk back.
Yeah.
The next thing, like I kind of alluded to a minute ago, is chain shot and incendiary. These
Oh,
are what?
side note, the pirate thing is not going to be pulled
Oh yeah.
because we've already technically voted yes on it, but they, like you said, they're open to changes. And I
Yeah.
think that they are going to have to change some stuff based on reactions.
Yeah, chain shot and incendiary are not getting pulled either because those were also pulled a long time ago.
Back in August.
They just didn't add them to the game because they wanted to get the original combat working, which obviously it didn't. So now that it's like further along, they want to actually start adding the chain shot and incendiary.
All right, tell us what the chain shot is.
I don't really like it because it doesn't make sense to me.
I didn't know what a chain shot was, to be honest. I thought it meant that there was
Oh.
like two cannonballs hitting them at once.
Well, it is. So traditionally, chain shot in real life is a cannonball chained to another cannonball.
That's what I was imagining.
And when you shoot it, it's essentially turns into a bolo,
Mm-hmm.
and it's used. A bolo is typically used to like trip people or
Yeah.
animals, but a chain shot is typically used to break the masts of ships.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I mean that's the idea. Obviously,
Okay.
it would miss a lot and just cause like regular widespread damage.
Yeah, I thought it was more just like double hit, and that was the
No.
only point.
It's supposed to wrap around masts and break them. Is
That's
the
crazy.
idea.
Wow,
Yeah.
it's gonna be good for our pirate enemies.
Yeah, and I mean, to that degree, it does kind of do what you would think, and it does slow the enemy. It halves their movement speed, which I just don't see the reason for that.
If they're cannoning you,
Yeah, it says specifically if you want to run away or if you want to like reposition. I guess that, I mean, obviously that makes sense. That's why you would use it, but I just don't know why I would run away. I could just run away.
I died the other day because I didn't realize I had any kids, and they. But to be fair, I was getting maged by Kraken, so you
Yeah.
can't really do anything about that anyway. I thought I had more kids, and they killed me before I could run.
Yeah, I was like, I guess I just am
Even if I
wondering.
slowed them down, they still would have gotten me.
I'm just wondering why I don't like just sail past them.
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Why is that reminding me of that one meme? I think it was like Tyler the Creator, like a decade ago. That was like, what do you mean cyberbully? Just close your eyes.
True.
Just keep
Um,
sailing.
And this does work on the boats with the pirates and also regular sea monsters, and it halves their movement speed for 5 seconds, and it
It would
goes
be
up
nice
to
to have their
rune.
boats. Yeah.
Yeah, it's rune, and you can actually craft these by combining the bars in the cannonballs at the anvil.
Yeah, you're gonna have to make chains.
Yeah.
Incendiary, cool.
Yes.
These are designed, like you said earlier, to break fires out on deck or set enemies ablaze and cause burn damage.
Crazy.
Kind of gnarly. So when you use this on enemy ship, a fire will break out on deck, and any NPC touching that fire will also take damage over time. This fire will ignore any flat armor bonuses, making a noticeable DPS increase over time. They can also be fired at monsters at sea, applying a burn effect. So even though they're in the water, you can still burn them. Fires can move around the deck as a new shot lands, forcing crew to react. But don't worry, for now, we don't expect the NPCs will be ready to use these new cannonballs against you. Then they say, but pirates being pirates, it's only a matter of time before they start taking tricks from you.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned. I was like, they straight up allude to them using it on you.
It makes sense that we wouldn't have this busted thing and they would, but these pirate NPCs are going to be stronger than I expected.
Yeah, it's like,
Apparently, they're going to be setting me on fire.
it's either going to be like, unless they are able to balance this in such a wild way, it's either, I feel like it's either going to be, all right, bring your shadow and kill them real quick, or bring 5 buckets and
Temporos.
3 sets of gear. And it's
Timorous,
like,
but you could die.
yeah, what's going on?
Yeah.
Is this a boss?
It could be okay if they drop something cool.
Who knows?
Hopefully they do.
Yeah.
You can also create these cannonballs though up to rune by mining rubium splinters from Charred Island Dungeon and combining them with cannonballs on an anvil.
Yeah. And then there's also going to be
Unfold.
sailing requirements.
Of course.
So next we have the pirates themselves. There's 2 groups of pirates, the Onyx Raiders and the Kraken Collective.
Okay. I thought the background stories were pretty cool.
I didn't read them because I don't
Oh,
care.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll read it.
I just spacebarred through it in real life.
I thought it was interesting. So the Onyx Raiders are a bloody and violent pirate faction who inspire fear and accrue wealth through their vicious attacks on merchant vessels. Frequently, they kill the entire crew of such ships and leave them stripped bare of any valuables. Their name comes from a savage ritual all captains must undergo to have one eye replaced with an onyx gem they've plundered. They cut out their eyes.
That's cool.
That was crazy. They can be found south of the Unquiet Ocean near the Onyx Crest, an
That-
island to which they have to
That
retreat.
reminds me of Naruto.
Do they cut out their eyes and put onyx in it?
No, but It's weird because it's extremely common in like the Naruto lore. It like people have powerful eyes
Hmm.
and you straight up remove your eye and put their eye in where your eye was, and then now it's your eye with and
Ew.
you have stolen their power.
Gross.
So like you should straight up like people have had like their families like
Killed for their eyes.
yeah.
That reminds me of two things. It reminds me of the show Torchwood. You know, like in spy movies, how they're like, oh, we need their eye print, we need their fingerprint
Oh
to open
yeah, the
it.
biometrics.
Yeah, they were doing like a whole like sneaky thing to get it, and then they showed the bad guys getting the same thing. They just cut out the guy's eye and cut off his finger. And I was like, oh,
I mean, yeah,
okay.
there you go. It works.
Crazy. I don't oh, the other thing it reminds me of is in BG3, this is a spoiler, I guess. This
Wow.
guy digs into your eyeball to try to find like the little worm in your head. If you know, you know. And if you let him keep going, he'll eventually pop your eyeball out, and then he gives you a magic one to replace it because he feels bad that he just took out your eye.
Yeah, I mean,
So
you have
kind of
two of them
cool.
though, so
Yeah, I ended up giving up. I found out about the eye on Google.
nice.
Anyway, next pirates we learned about is the Kraken Collective. This one's less intense. So these are a disparate collection of ships that have formed an
An oniony?
oniony alliance around the worship of various types of kraken that have appeared in the seas in recent years. They're often found attacking fishing ships and collecting their catches as offerings for the krakens that they idolize. They tend to appear close to places there are large groups of kraken, particularly around the Vagabond's Rest area, which means I need to go get the inky paint
Yeah, if I had to
because these guys are
guess,
going to be harassing
if
me.
I had to guess, these are the lower level ones, and the more crazy ones are the higher level ones, just based on that
I
background.
mean, probably, yeah, because it's a collection of ships. So the vampire ones are probably gonna have crazy ones, and
Yeah.
then the little spiny ones are just gonna be like swing, swing, like little weaklings.
Yeah, we kind of also talked about their rewards already, but they have we mostly in that like we hope that they have better uniques that they just aren't telling us
These
about
are
here.
these are okay, but they're not no tormented demons.
Yeah, so they do drop some pretty good stuff, honestly. First
Mm-hmm.
off, there is sailing cosmetics. You can change the color of your sails and customize them to be a variety of colors as long as you
Yeah,
have 41 sailing. And they
cute.
even drop like
I love
and these are
this.
all actually pulled, like you can pull
Yeah,
them. The like unique thing they drop is a dread pirate fabric roll, which just gives you a Jolly Roger skull and
I
crossbones.
love it so much. That's so cute.
Yeah, and that'll just replace your sail. It'll be all black and white.
I just realized I don't usually read like the actual poll question. The colorful ones aren't a drop. It just seems like it's a general system that you can change the color if you want.
Yeah, it does
Yeah.
look like that. Yeah, it
So
just you need 10 of the appropriate die and it unlocks that 41 sailing.
doesn't say you're gonna get the die, but seems like it's probably gonna be easy. Anyway, sorry, back to that. Next up, they also talk about a new facility called Bosun's Bench.
There we go.
The Jolly Roger, that drop was one of the things I was really excited about. I told him
Oh,
on the phone I was excited about stuff I couldn't remember.
yeah.
I think that's so cool.
Yeah, I mean that seems obvious.
Anyway, this bench is a new facility designed to be an upgrade to ship management. It allows your crew to make repairs for you. Right now, it is so freaking annoying. Your crew can repair for you, but you have to tell them every single time, hey, repair this. Wait till they're done. Hey, repair this. So if you want to heal up from like really low, it's very frustrating.
Yeah.
Anyway, you could unlock this bench schematic by completing Red Reef, the second quest in the Tortugan storyline. Pirates also have a chance to drop the Bosun's Mallet used to make the new facility. When a crewmate or player is assigned it, they periodically repair your ship when it can be healed without overhealing it. If the facility uses kit stored in your cargo hold and will still benefit from your crew's deck handiness stat. This mallet is tradable, but the schematic for it is not and can only be unlocked by completing the quest. And this can be built in any existing facility slot. The ballistic attractor can also be built. I love this. I really love this.
So does this mean you have to choose the attractor or
No, you had to build a tractor in more than one spot.
okay, cool.
Yeah. Imagine if you can have the
I
attractor
haven't
and
looked at
bro.
it since they added it, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
But this is cool, but also it's really dumb to me that this just isn't how
Oh,
the AI worked from the beginning.
it should just be the UI?
No, the AI, like the your characters, like
Oh.
your
I was like triggered.
your NPCs.
Yeah. That's how I thought it was supposed to work too. But yeah, they just heal it once and then they're like, And
Yeah,
I'm like,
like
we're dying. We're
that's
sinking.
really dumb.
We're literally sinking. You
You
guys
should
aren't
be all
doing
like,
anything.
you're assigned to do this job. Who told you to stop doing this job?
Exactly. So
Like, I would just kill them and get another one.
love this drop. Love this.
Yeah.
Voting yes.
It's kind of, I guess it's like fine that they're adding it, but it's like it should have already been.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever programmed the other way is insane.
This is interesting.
This is interesting.
Potentially good.
It is potentially good. So there's 2 sets of armor that's being added. So there is briny leather armor and Salachi leather armor. Both of these drop in
Pirates.
yeah, from the pirates, but they drop in the raw leather form, and then you have to actually craft them with fairly high level crafting, all the way up to 80 for the Salachi. And they have 4 pieces each instead of the traditional 3 pieces for range.
Oh, I didn't catch that. Vamrin says chaps, body, tricorn.
Helmet.
I was going to be like, where's the tricorn?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that most range does have Vamrin says. People just don't use them because Barrow's Glove exist.
They do, but they don't have a helmet.
Yeah, they do. The little guys. They do. I don't know what it's called though.
Ranged has a crafting helmet.
I think so. Okay, read about this while I look it up.
Okay. Because the
I
only
thought
ranged
so.
crafting helmet that I know of is Blessed.
Oh, well, yeah, I thought all of them did. I know Blessed does.
But that's not crafting. That's what I mean.
Oh.
You don't craft that.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyway.
the only reason I bring that up is because the stats are actually pretty similar to Black D'hide for the higher level one. And but all of these essentially are designed specifically around being good for heavy weapon use only. And by that I mean crossbows or ballista.
Ballista users rejoice.
Yeah. So for instance, it gives you ranged attack like +9, +11, 22, and 6, which is kind of just okay. It's slightly less than Black D'hide, I think. And then it actually gives you an additional like 20 plus ranged attack only if you're using heavy, which puts it above Black D'hide.
Weird.
And the thing that is actually the most important part of this is the fact that this is like some of the only gear in the game that gives range strength, but it's specifically for heavy weapons only.
Yeah, they wanted to start doing, the horizontal progressions or whatever.
Yeah.
And fill in that niche little thing that no one asked for, but
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much I agree with this, but someone did bring up a good point that it's crazy how obviously for anyone that's like kind of been out of the loop, there's a known issue with crossbows in general.
Oh.
Is that crossbows without the special bolts suck.
Oh.
Like crossbows just
I always have the
suck.
special bolts, so I don't know.
Yeah, like if you're not using diamonds or rubies, they suck.
Oh, lame. Okay.
And a lot of people are like, this is kind of annoying because then it's like there's only 2 options. You're using diamonds or rubies, which is kind of like interesting and like a weird thing in general. But also when they are using them, they're low key overpowered.
Yeah.
Like if you bring
That's true. Whenever I have to do regular bolts, I'm always confused. I was like, broad bolts? I don't know.
Like if you bring a ruby bolt on your rune cross, it's almost as good as a ZCB.
If you spec.
Which obviously without the spec, which is weird.
Yeah.
That is just like a weird thing in and of itself. And also that means it's as good as like low-key a mega rare. And it's a rune weapon.
I don't know the stats well enough to really contribute to this, to be honest.
Obviously that's slightly hyperbole. I'm not saying that this is like a
Someone
T-bow.
comment right now. Rob is always lying.
But for instance, if you're an Iron Man and you get ruby bolts, which is pretty easy, and you get a rune crossbow, which is really easy, you can very early on go ahead and solo TOA.
Yeah.
Like even expert levels. And it's not like a crazy thing to say. It's not like you're a god gamer.
It is the most accessible raid in the game.
I'm talking
keep that in
experts.
mind. That's true. You did say that.
Like you can, it's very, very feasible. Like I'm not saying you have to be an insane player. Obviously you have to know what you're doing to even get to that point and then also to do that. But I'm just saying it's kind of crazy, and people have brought up this point a couple times already, seeing this gear specifically. And I brought up the heavy range strength because like I said, almost no other gear in the game gives range strength. Like I'm not even that's not hyperbolic. It's almost none.
It's not a common thing at all. It's usually the weapon, right?
It's only on the ammo.
Oh, the ammo.
Yeah, not even the weapon. That's why the ZCB is so close to the rune cross.
Yeah.
Without the spec, obviously.
Oh, I don't know if we also specified, because I didn't realize I just scrolled up. The briny version is just the slightly lower level, also heavy range only. For some reason, I
Yeah.
thought the briny was for light range.
No, sorry, I didn't
They didn't
mention
drop
that.
anything for light range.
No, this is all only affecting crossbows essentially.
Yeah. Maybe they
So
should in light range.
yeah, I don't know if it's like a real cause for concern, but also we forgot to mention that there is actually a set effect with this gear.
Oh.
It gives +10 heavy range accuracy and +1 range strength if you're using the whole set,
Okay.
which means it gives you a total of, what is that,
A lot.
6 range strength,
Mm,
which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. It's like as good as the like twisted the twisted buckler, which is insane.
They did say though that regular range steps are obviously gonna be more powerful. So don't sell your Missouri and Tebow because you're gonna go for the grimy whatever briny outfit.
Yeah. I mean, it's weird because I think this would only really matter for like mains, because you're not gonna make 80 crafting armor and it be like a big advantage for you
Mm-hmm.
as an iron or anything like that. But if you were to buy this early on,
Yeah. It's
this
probably pretty nice.
this is probably pretty cracked at
So
like,
you don't have to wear like Boyd.
yeah, exactly.
Good alternative.
Like it's a big skip, I think, for a lot of people.
Maybe the pirates are gonna be harder to kill than expected.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not necessarily against it. It just kind of sits in a weird place and like sets like a kind of an interesting
Yeah.
precedent for
That is a poll question though. So
yeah.
if you guys don't like it, they don't have to add it. Just make sure you vote.
Yeah, and I'll get this out of the way because I know someone's like, dude, this guy's an idiot. I didn't check any of the stats on this. I did check if the defense and the offense numbers align with like Black D-Hide, for example, and they're kind of close. Obviously, this is a little bit better if you're using heavy, but I didn't check like,
Yeah.
the stuff. I was just
I
saying,
didn't check anything.
in my experiences, that's what I was relating it to. So
Yeah. How
obviously,
you remember in your head.
I haven't done the math on this. I haven't done the math on like if this would like beat out a ZCB if you're using a rune cross.
I'm
with this gear
imagining
or
someone
anything.
like in anger said Rob's an idiot, and they're hearing him and they're like, edit.
No, I mean they'll probably still say
He
it
was
anyways,
for a
which is
little
totally
bit.
fine. Yeah, I don't even again think that this is like a bad set of gear. I just think it's kind of interesting and kind of like a weird thing that where they know that crossbows are in a weird spot, but they're like, this is like an interesting way to approach it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's another poll.
The next one is also really big. I don't remember knowing this. Maybe I did. So it's regarding Medallion of the Deep. So whenever you get this medallion, it makes it so you don't need like your underwater supplies to breathe underwater, like your fishbowl helmets, your little diving apparatus. It did not work underwater at Fossil Island.
It only worked while sailing, essentially, or doing the sailing farming.
Whenever you go kill those, there's guys you could kill for the crab shells
Yeah.
to make a helmet. It works there. Huge.
Yeah,
Um,
didn't make sense that it didn't work at the main place people wanted it to work.
which is farming. It's the freaking giant seaweed.
Farming
weird.
or doing, obviously it doesn't work and still won't work in underwater agility, but
Oh yeah, that'd be weird if it did though.
yeah.
Anyway, so right now doesn't feel that useful. The medallion was originally pulled to work everywhere outside of underwater agility thieving area, so we're gonna make a change to allow it to function across Fossil Island underwater, excluding that area, of course.
This is a little sneaky. I think the poll question is sneaky
Really? Okay,
because
let me.
originally I thought they would be polling if it should work in that area or in
Fossil
the
Island.
Fossil Island in
Well,
general.
they already did. We voted yes, and then they just didn't do it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I thought they'd be polling that, but that's
Yeah,
not.
so we're just getting that.
Yeah.
They are doing a poll question though. So we wanted to bring the idea about causing oxygen to deplete 75% slower in the agility thieving area.
Yeah, underwater thieving agility.
Yeah, we may appreciate this feels a little inconsistent with how it works in the rest of the game, but the mermaids say it makes sense. Har har har. They also don't want to make the medallion work exactly the same there, as doing so would literally defeat the entire purpose of that mini game. Nevertheless, we recognize that changes are needed based on your feedback, so let us know what you think.
I'm kind of not a fan
Really?
because
I think it
a lot of
kind of
people don't
changes the
do.
minigame.
Go ahead.
it just changes the minigame in kind of a weird way.
I don't think it really changes it.
I don't know. I mean, realistically, I'd probably like it,
I would like experiencing it,
but I don't know if it's technically good.
I think underwater agility and theming is actually like really good. People just don't do it because it's inconvenient.
Yeah,
So I think this would kind of like shake up the meta.
dude,
which
I was watching
I don't know
like
if it like is good or bad.
I was watching one of the videos by Telecon, and he was just like under there forever using a bunch of clockwork rats. He just, like I said, really niche videos,
Sure.
and it was kind of making me be like, I should go back there to greenlog it. Because there's like a trident that you can get, like a mermaid trident or something.
It's actually really easy to get.
Oh, well, I don't have it yet.
Well, not like really easy, but
So-
if you just farm down there for like a day or two, you'd get it.
Yeah, my issues I've only done for about a quarter of a day.
Yeah,
But it's actually like
it's
a
good.
kind of chill game.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good agility.
We were doing it during leagues. That's when we were doing it, right? Or did I dream that I was playing it?
I mean, I know I've done it. I don't know if it was in leagues or not, but also if you get the flippers, it actually works down there.
Oh.
It actually makes it a lot quicker. It's
I don't know if I
almost
had them.
required to take it seriously.
I feel like I must have, because that sounds really slow if you don't have that.
Yeah, it's very slow and you get like knocked around very easily without the flippers.
Yeah, if you've never played it, there's pufferfish that you can get to get a little bit of air back, and there's also little air bubbles that you have to go in and like hang out in them for a little bit.
Yeah, and you
But-
can get numalite too,
Oh yeah, you
or the
can.
fossils.
Yeah. And it's just like you're kind of going around this like maze of like caverns and stuff, trying to open up chests while there's an arrow pointing at it. So, you know, obviously the more time you waste getting air, the more likely that is to despawn. So it's a whole thing.
Yeah,
This would make it more enjoyable, but I don't know if it would be better.
yeah. I
Like
don't know.
you said.
I don't know if it'll make it too good.
Yeah.
Is all I'm
exactly.
worried about.
Would love input. I haven't done the most content there.
Yep. But anyways, that's it. They do have a bunch of other stuff in the
This was
works,
interesting.
specifically the player design island of Wormscrag. And it's not something you'll likely see this year, but they do have a few other things in works as well, including sailing combat and stuff like that. But they are asking players for the feedback, and this group of players would be put under an NDA, and you'd play test the stuff that is coming up for sailing.
Yeah, you can go and sign up. They have like a little survey on it. They're aiming to run our closed playtest for this content sometime in early April. You have to put your address on it because it's an NDA. They need like legally your address. But
Because then they could sue you.
what's interesting is I didn't have to put my name. They asked for my Discord name, my email address, and my address. And
That's
then it's
weird.
like, tell us about you. Maybe they did ask for my name and I misunderstood and just put Bunebape. I don't know. Whatever. I tried to sign up for it. Modlight is going to be reaching out to whoever it is. Just make sure it's not like some random account named Modlight. That's not her. Go check on the OSRS Discord and make sure she's like tagged as a mod there. Don't get scammed.
Yeah.
And no one's going to ask you for gold for doing an NDA playthrough. So don't trade anyone.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
Anyways, if you're wondering when all this stuff might appear, they're hoping for early summer.
Oh, yeah.
All the pulled stuff.
I'm excited for the quest, though. The Tortugan quest. They didn't really talk about it at all, but I think it's going to be cool. I like the Tortugan
The
storyline so
Red
far.
Reef.
Yeah. It sounds like a period. I'm sorry.
Oh,
It just reminds me of periods.
it reminds me of sewage.
We have different thoughts.
Yeah, just because mine actually, I think, kind of makes more sense because when like sewage comes up Southern California from Mexico, it kills all the algae, turning it red, and you get the red tide.
We do have the red tide. The red tide also reminds me of periods, though.
Okay.
I think it's just because
Everything just reminds you of
everything.
periods.
Yeah, just
You're
looking
sick.
at Yama, period.
Yeah, you're sick.
Anyway, I think it's just because like when you don't know. When you're like a kid, you have an irrational fear.
I've never been a kid. You're right.
When you're a kid with a uterus, you have an irrational fear of going into water and starting your period and it's like crazy blood everywhere.
Yeah.
Or I did at least. And a shark will come and get you. Anyway, that's not really how it goes. But that's what makes me think of it. Anyway.
That's cool. Anyways, next we actually that was kind of like we said, that wasn't like really the low note. It was the lowest note of the episode.
Because
But
the next ones are pretty high note.
it was definitely a little kind of like iffy, not really sure how to feel
Yeah.
about it. It wasn't a big W, which it could have been.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of just like, this is cool, this is weird, why is this here?
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of it.
Yeah.
At least for me. But hopefully, I don't know, maybe you guys liked it.
Let us know your feedback.
Yeah.
Just like let them know and then copy and paste it to us.
Anyways, something that's hype as hell is we got League's 6 stuff. A bunch of it. A ton.
We have a
of
week
League
of
6.
reveals to catch up on with you guys.
A week that was jam packed.
It was. I think that they heard people's complaints that they were taking everything too slowly and they were like, fine.
It was. I had daily conversations with Michelle talking about how upset I was.
We
with
call each other on our breaks at work.
how long it was taking for them to release stuff, because as like a theory crafter or some. I'm not saying I'm a theory crafter. I enjoy the act of pretending to theory craft,
That's still kind of theory crafting.
and whether it's good or not, I just like the idea of it,
Mm-hmm.
and also I feel like it's fine to release stuff slowly, but they were doing it too slowly.
Okay, and here's why I'm going to defend that. Because if I don't defend it, it's very embarrassing that whenever we did our bingo last year, I did reveals until the day before. So if you criticize them, you're criticizing me.
Okay, well, I like the way Path of Exile does it,
Okay.
and they take a lot, and I'll kind of foreshadow a lot of influence from Path of Exile.
Oh, RuneScape does.
This league.
Yeah.
And the way Path of Exile does it is they're all like, all right, it's happening in 1 week.
Mm-hmm.
And then
That's crazy.
they like release the full patch notes of everything. And then you're like, oh, yo, I'm like
I feel like
losing
that's
my
not enough
mind.
hype.
Well, no, they do 1 week of letting you know when it's going to be. And then
Mhm.
like one more week until it happens.
That's too quick.
No, it's 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know, but I want it to be like Christmas. Like you're looking forward to it.
Because it's like 1 week of hype and then 1 week of like, here we go, we got the stuff, let's start theory crafting. Then you have like a week of just you like mashing your head into like these theories, wondering if they're gonna work.
Might be too crazy for me.
No,
I don't know.
it's thick. And they do that often, and I think it's a generally pretty hype thing. A lot of people like it, and 3 weeks is just too long though. RuneScape, take a note.
Whatever.
Anyways, we have a bunch of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, so last week we recorded on April 1st. So I'm pretty sure we already mentioned the Serb thing, right? Did we mention
did
Serb?
not. We actually skipped. I think we skipped.
Oh,
the
we did not. I
Cerberus
think we did
thing.
an accident. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because they didn't put it on the freaking wiki.
We mentioned Reloaded, so this is the tier 7 relic that allows you to choose anything below tier 7 as another relic option. Again,
And then Echo Serb.
and then Echo Cerberus, which of course they're just doing all the same Echo bosses but different weapons, and this weapon is a dagger. It's a 3-tick dagger that scales with elemental weakness and a special attack that hits instantly.
No ticks.
Kind of crazy.
I can't imagine.
Potentially a really sick pickup.
Definitely. On April 2nd, we got another relics reveal. Well, first I'll say the Echo Boss because we're already here. They don't mention it.
They literally didn't even put it in the title.
They
of
don't
the
put in the
reveal.
title. So I don't know if I even saw this. So you're gonna get a new 4-tick staff for slaying the grotesque guardians, charged with earth and body runes, build power with every blow, and shatter your enemies. I hope because it says shatter your enemies that you don't have to bring a hammer. The picture looks like it's gonna have a little bat on it.
Yeah, you can blow and shatter your enemies. They did
Why
show.
did you say it?
That's what they said. They did show what this looks like, and it is a staff that.
Does it have a bat?
It looks like Dawn and Dusk.
Oh my gosh, cute.
Yeah, like it.
Ooh, I'm
it
glad I'm
looks
not
like,
Mauritania.
like the head, and then behind them is the wings.
Yeah. This picture makes grotesque guardians look way creepier than they are.
And also keep in mind, this is a 4-tick charged staff that uses earth runes.
If you guys haven't noticed as well, they're really into elemental stuff this league's.
Yeah, and
Really
it's
pushing
important
elemental.
to keep that in mind when we get to the combat mastery stuff later.
Oh, okay. They also revealed a new relic being Larcenist. So go take us up to the relics tab.
Yes, so we have Larcenist tier 5 relic.
All right, so you're going to get the following benefits while thieving. 100% success ran all actions. You'll automatically re-pickpocket NPCs and keep stealing from stalls. Items obtained from pickpocketing in stalls are noted. Stalls never deplete, and guards will never catch you thieving. The amount of coin pouches you can carry is increased by 10 times. Additionally, while thieving, loot is increased by 10 times for the following, for the following: pickpocketing, stealing from stalls, stealing house valuables, and Varlamore. This is so good.
Yeah.
It's
Overall,
so
this
freaking
is
good.
a huge buff from previous leagues' thieving.
And
relics.
the reason I sound so upset is because we'll get to it soon, but they added another relic to that tier that I think I want to take.
You might
So now
not
I'm
take it.
it's gonna suck not having it though. Thieving without that a couple years ago, oh my god, it's annoying. Anyway,
The next one is a release for another Echo Boss, Calphite Queen, and it's the most lackluster, in my opinion, of all of the reveals because Calphite Queen is the same boss from last time, and it drops the same exact item, supposedly. It's going to be the Gore Pipe, which just does a bunch of ignite damage, a really fast hitting
I heard
ranged
it was
weapon.
like crazy good, but
It is.
other ones are getting new stuff, so it's like
Yeah, I'd
not
rather take
everything,
new
though.
stuff than good stuff, honestly.
And we got another relic reveal, Friendly Forager.
Yeah, so this is going to be the tier 2 relic that completes tier 2 for Hotfoot, Friendly Forager, and Woodsman.
Read it.
Friendly Forager, we've got this in the past, but this is kind of a little bit better. So you get a forager's pouch, which you wear or put in your inventory, and it gives you the benefits of whenever you gather from woodcutting, fishing, mining, and hunter, the pouch will randomly get a grimy herb.
I think I chose this last year.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we did.
Yeah.
And then you could also clean any herb as if you have plus 25 herb lore levels.
Wow.
So you can, do like really high level stuff even if you're low level. And it's funny because if you do this with abundance, you can clean past renars from level 1.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
the pouch will only find herbs it has room to store, and it does act as the new silk lined pouch. So it actually stores 100 of each herb or whatever it is.
I don't even know where you just read that, to be honest.
I
You just made it up.
Just made it up.
Just
I promise it acts like that. It just doesn't say it here. This must have been a Discord thing because I promise it works this way.
Robert had a fever dream in the middle of the day. You said that and I was like, where does it say 100?
Yeah, I will be throwing random facts like this into the pod from time to time because there's so much random BS that they've added and clarified on
That
the
they don't say.
Discord that they just haven't said.
Okay, so let me clarify more on what they at least listed. It's going to only find herbs as room to store. Will always attempt, though, to give you an herb you can receive. You can only receive up to 25 of whatever level you can clean. The pouch functions as an herb sack, shares an inventory with it. So I guess presumably silk lined as well.
Yeah.
Additionally, you'll gain the following perks to Herblore. All items are processed at once. Secondary ingredients have a 90% chance not to be consumed, which stacks with other sources. So if you get the goggles from Mastering Mixology, I think it's 100% you're going to keep it.
It is 100%.
Yeah. Potions created will have 4 doses instead of 3.
Which this is really nice because, like you said, it stacks additively specifically, which is good because that means it can reach the 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And so once, for instance, you have a single Aldarium from Mastering Mixology, then you'll be able to make infinite amounts, assumedly, of the Prayer Rejuvenation Potion or the Goading Potion.
Wait, last leagues, was it a relic or a combat thing that they end up making it so you only, like, your food and your potions never run out? Do you remember? You only need one of everything.
That was a relic, I think. Or no, that was a combat relic.
I'm definitely getting that again if it's on the tree.
It is not, but there are ways to do that.
Okay.
There are builds for that.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Next reveal. Where are we? Ooh, you're going to choose this one, right?
Yeah, I am. So this is going to be Echo Hunliff, which is also getting low-key the essential same rundown as last year. Once you kill Hunliff, the Echo version, then you get the ammo slot thing that just gives you the crystal armor upgrade, which is 30%.
To
everything melee.
Oh.
It gives you 30% extra accuracy and 15% extra damage or something like that.
Tempting.
Yeah. And it, like I said, it does work specifically for melee. Maybe it works for other things, but previously it was only melee. So this essentially just makes your melee better and you don't have to wear the crystal stuff.
Yeah. This sounds busted. Like, I still don't know which third one I'm taking.
Yeah.
God, this doesn't
It's funny because I actually just decided. I'm like constantly ruminating on what is the best options.
Randomly in the middle of the day, he'll just start like theory crafting out loud. And I'm like, oh, we're talking about leagues.
Not literally the best, but the best for like what I want to do.
Yes.
And I'm going to take Tyrannwyn second. Like, it's going to be my first unlock.
Whoa.
My first area unlock.
Before...
I'm going to also unlock Corinne and Mauritania.
I'm unlocking those two. I don't know the order I'm doing yet.
I'm specifically doing this one first.
It sucks because this sounds good, but I want to do Kandarin just because I've never done it. Well, I've never done Tyrannwyn either, actually.
True.
I don't know. I'm probably not going to decide to like the day of, and I'll be live and be like, chat, what should I take?
Anyways, the other thing that I'm also going to be taking
totally gonna take this.
A new relic, a very strong relic in tier 6 Grimoire.
Oh my gosh.
Which does exactly what it did in the previous leagues, and that just makes it so you can freely swap between any spellbook. It unlocks all spellbooks for you.
Even if you don't have the region.
And whilst equipped, it acts as the Book of the Dead.
It doesn't have to be equipped, it could just be in your inventory, actually.
Yeah, but I mean...
well, you have it with you.
Yeah, well, you have it with you, so you can summon thralls and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it gives you access to all prayers and all spells, which is very strong. So that means you don't have to unlock Corinne if you don't want to. You can just do this.
Does that mean if you're level 5 prayer, you can just pray overheads? I think that's what it
Technically,
means.
but also
You're gonna run out.
how are you gonna get to tier 6 without overheads?
Fair.
So I mean, I'm sure you can. I
Wait,
just
new
don't know. I just
challenge?
don't know why you'd want to.
Next up, we had the map of, how do you pronounce this?
Alacrity.
Alacrity, a new relic. Take me to the relics. This
Yeah.
is a tier 3. It's one of the telly ones. So this item will allow you to teleport to agility shortcuts. You'll always be sent to the less favorable side of the shortcut or the starting side if it's one way. Teleports can only be used if you meet all the requirements to reach the location, so no going to areas you have unlocked. Shortcuts retain all their typical requirements. This item ignores wilderness telly restrictions.
I feel like this would only be something I would consider if it then gave you the ability to use the shortcut.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, if you take it with the agility one,
Because like think about it, we were thinking like, oh, this would be cool for doing runecrafting bloods in Zaya. No, it
Oh,
wouldn't.
it would take you to the unfavorable side.
You can't go down it.
Oh, yeah, and that's like pretty high level.
Yeah, it is pretty high level.
That's weird. Because honestly, all like the tellies in my mind are just which bank will it get you to, and the boss one has a better one.
The
Because
boss has a lot of really good ones.
I could just go to chambers.
Yeah, any of the raids.
Yeah, so that's true. I bet that the raid
Or
rooms
Huey.
will be. Huey's a good
right there.
one. Yeah.
So yeah,
That's
and
gonna be the
then
new Narda. Remember, Narda was like the place to be.
Narda, Shiloh.
Shiloh. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, no one goes to
I was
Narda.
like, it's an area we never go. Yeah,
And
Shiloh.
then April 5th and 6th, they started to kind of tease the new combat relics.
Yeah, going a little crazy with it.
Yeah, with it all culminating on the 7th, they had a full dev diary and a reveal of not one or two, but 3 brand new relics. And the dev diary was specifically for the combat relics. So we essentially got like 4 drops all on the same day.
And the 3 relics are pretty freaking good.
Yeah, so we have the first one being transmutation.
Cool.
2 of them are actually in this tier 4 tier.
Yeah, they're gonna be against the clue one.
Yeah, so this one is very, very good. Honestly, they both are very good.
Okay.
Honestly, yeah, I feel bad for conniving clues, which is in this tier, because it just gets blown out of the water by these 2.
I know. Okay. So upon choosing this, you get the transmutation ledger. There's toggleable effects. So the toggleable are alchemic spells transmuting items and transmutation spells bank noted products. Active effects, the high alchemy and low alchemy spells transform into 2 new spells. First being the alchemic. Why can't I pronounce this word?
I don't know. It's
Alchemical divergence. This upgrades up to 10 of a resource into a higher tier. And then convergence downgrades up to 10 of a resource into a lower tier. Both spells cost 1 nature rune and have no level requirement. The spell gives 10 magic XP for each item transmuted before the league multiplier, so it's gonna be a lot more than 10. The ledger can be equipped and acts as an infinite source of nature runes. Equip this if you're gonna be using it.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay any runes. Using items on the ledger will display what they can turn into. When cast upon a noted item, the spells will automatically recast over time as long as items are available in the same slot, so you could just have a noted pile. You can still cast alchemy spells via the toggle above or by configuring spells in your spellbook. Alchemy spells will not auto recast though. List of transmutable resources, man. Just sum it up.
So
Every seed. We could just say that first off.
yeah, we'll sum it up and say that every seed. So for example, if you get a Guarm seed, you can turn it into a Torstal.
Yeah. Whatever's 1 level up, or how much was it?
Any levels.
Oh.
Like I said, Guarm to
'cause
Torstal.
they said whenever you like hover over it, it'll tell you what it will turn into.
So for instance, mining, you can get bronze or copper ore and turn it into rune.
Whoa.
You can get regular logs, turn it into magics.
Yeah.
Same thing for all the seeds. Compost, you can turn regular compost that you buy from NPCs into super compost, which is important because it's very or nearly impossible to get. Very difficult or nearly impossible to get.
Yeah.
Gems, uncut gems, all the way up to diamond. Actually, all the way up to dragonstone.
Yeah.
Ashes up to the highest level of ashes. Also bones all the way up to superior dragon bones.
I didn't think about the bones and ashes. That's really good for prayer.
Raw fish up to dark crabs. The runes up to wraths.
Oh my
which are
god.
very important
Is this
because
all in the freaking Discord?
this is all in the
God,
Discord.
I was like, how do you know these exact things?
The runes up to wraths, which is very like good because you can't really get it unless you unlock a certain region.
Mhm.
Hides up to black dragon, so very
Crafting
very
made easy, man.
strong, very very strong.
I feel like you're gonna
relic.
take this.
I
I might take it too.
might not. I'm
Ooh.
contemplating
Oh
getting the
no,
next
it's
one.
the same tier as this one.
Yes, I told you.
Ugh.
Conniving clues never stood a chance.
Man, Butler's Bell. This, if you also work full time and sometimes can't be on your phone, you might choose this. So you're gonna get Butler's Bell. When you ring it, a demon butler will be summoned to work for you. The work will continue even if you're offline.
True.
What? What? So just a massive XP drop whenever you log in.
Yes. That
Okay.
being said, I will give you just a quick calm
Okay.
down of people have done the math.
Mhm.
Obviously, I haven't done the math. I'm not a mathematician, and I just like taking people's word on things
Just
like this.
believing people.
In general, it does. If you fully AFK a skill, fully,
Yeah.
based on people's estimates, it does take about a full week or two to 99 a skill.
But what's interesting is he could be AFKing's. Okay, so the resource he can gather is mining ores, catching fish, logs, flax, or farming herbs.
And they all have different gather rates.
Yeah, so if you have him catching fish, mining, or chopping logs for you, though, that's like, you can just have him doing that at all times.
Yeah. So yeah,
The farming herbs, I'm assuming he'll like run out of herbs to pick.
No.
What? He just picks them out of nowhere?
Yep. Just imagine Demon Butler. This is the best way to think about it. Imagine Demon Butler as just a version of managing miscellanea.
Oh,
It works
that's
the
a really good
exact same
comparison.
way. Because and Mod Husky also shared the weightings for each of these things. It's not based on your skill level in any of these skills. It is strictly based on a weighting table that they have preset for these skills.
Cool.
So for instance, mining, you have like a 50% chance of getting iron ore and like a 3% chance of getting rune ore. And so there's nothing you can change to alter that. It's just when you log in, you'll get the XP drop for the mining, you'll get the XP drop for the ore, and you'll get the ore,
Wow.
and then that's it.
So even though people are like, it could take up to a week, that's a week of not doing any herblore runs.
And yeah, and that's also assuming you're not getting any XP in that skill. That's just if you
Yeah.
want to raw dog that skill with this relic only, then it'll take about 2 weeks to
That's
get the
what
full
I'm torn
skill.
about because the mining, fishing, and woodcutting are in a different earlier tier I was considering.
Yes,
Anyway,
exactly.
but I mean, that
And
means I could not take that and take this instead.
you could. Also, there's a second half to this, which is
Oh
also
yeah, yeah.
very
This is
important.
crazy too.
So he's gonna, like you said, gather all those raw ores, as I kind of like to call them, and then he can also turn these into additional things. For instance, he can take all of your ore and turn it into bars.
Yep.
I don't know what he does when he runs out of these materials or whatever,
Stops.
or if he can just keep going forever. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I know with the gathering ones, he could just gather it forever.
That's kind of what I was, yeah.
Yeah, so you can turn ore into bars. Obviously, it requires, there's no like extra thing you get for it. So like if you
Yeah,
are
you get
doing
half the rates listed above for the amounts as well, by the way. So like the mining ore, it was 8 per minute. You're only gonna get 4 bars a minute.
Yeah, and also you need all of the coal, for example.
You
so
do?
you're gonna need the
Oh.
coal to do runes.
I didn't know that. That's kind of lame.
Yeah, so it's like not that
Okay.
good for bars. The second one is going to turn raw fish into cooking, and you'll get the XP for this. So you'll get the smithing for the bars, the cooking for the fish. Logs into planks is an interesting one. Mod Husky
Whoa.
said you get fletching for this.
Not construction?
No.
Okay.
And also flax into bowstrings, which obviously you get crafting for, and then herbs into unfinished potions, which he confirmed you do get herb lore for.
I'm gonna have to take this, aren't I?
I don't know. It's very good.
I'm gonna
I might get it just because
no fletching,
to
no
log
herb
in
lore.
as a working human to log in to resources is almost enough for me to want to take it,
Yeah.
even if it's not like a tough resource
Imagine
to get.
sleeping and you get to sleep and not be like, oh my god, I wish I was grinding because your demon
Yeah.
butler's doing it for you.
I do think if I was trying, transmutation is the go-to specifically just because of runes.
Transmutation's crazy, but now that I'm working like full time and I feel like I've been doing more stuff like in real life, I think that I might do the butler spell.
Maybe.
But at the same time, whenever we're playing leagues, our mindsets might change completely because people will be posting their experiences.
True.
And maybe we'll be like, oh, never mind. That spell sucks. I want the conniving clues.
And going back, there is a quick clarification
Okay.
for the runes for the transmutation relic. It has been confirmed you can go up and down, by the way. So if you for some reason get like an infinite amount of like magic logs, you can turn them into regular logs too. Like it goes down as well.
Yeah.
The important thing with runes is not only can you take like air runes and turn them into wraths. I don't know exactly what this means, but I saw it worded in this way, so I'll say it in this way. But you can, for instance, turn air runes, if you have excess of those, into noted pure essence.
Ooh.
So I don't know if that means you can get a stack of quote unquote noted pure essence and use that to like power level rune crafting or something.
Yeah.
But if anyone is worried about getting abundance of pure essence, you can just do that with this.
Okay.
Regardless of if it's noted or not, obviously.
This is like, I'm excited. I feel like these three were like a really cool reveal in one day.
And also, you can send all this stuff that we mentioned. You can have it so it goes straight to your bank.
If you want.
So if you're worried about like, oh, I can't do the rune essence because it fills up my inventory, it's just, you can send it straight to your bank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a third one too.
There is a third and final one. This is for the tier above, tier 5.
Oh, this is why I don't think I'm able to take Larcenous, because I like this.
This is called Soul Harvest. So all dropped bones and ashes will be turned into soul shards. You can toggle this as well.
Yeah.
And soul shards are pretty simple. They act as pure essence if you want to use them for rune crafting, or you can sacrifice 100 of them at the libation bowl at the Teomat for 550 prayer XP
before the
league
bonuses.
multipliers. It's about 10,000 XP per
And
drop.
you don't need the wine.
Yeah, you do not need the wine. And you'll receive 1 shard per 4 XP gained while harvesting your crops.
Oh my god. So I'm just going to kill a bunch of stuff and go and spam click my prayer.
Yeah.
Kill a bunch of stuff, spam click my rune crafting. Because I was literally telling Robert the other day, like, I think it's lame that there's never anything for rune crafting.
Yeah, if you're going for
And then they just
like
for rune crafting.
50 or 200 mil rune crafting, this one seems pretty strong.
I'm just going for high rune craft. I never get below or above like 70, I feel like. I don't know if I'm exaggerating.
Yeah,
it's been a while. I definitely don't think I've never gone like 99 everything in a league. So I don't think I've gone 99
Really?
crafting. I've never maxed in leagues.
Even with Banker's Note?
No, even with some stuff, I still get annoyed.
That's weird.
Even Total Recall, I get annoyed.
Well, anyways, that is all it does.
Yeah, and you receive more shards for higher tier bones and ashes, equivalent to the bone shard equivalent for that tier of item. So superior dragon bones would obviously be worth more bone shards.
Yeah, and with that concludes the relics that were revealed. We are only missing 4 now, which is a tier 3, a tier 6, 7, and 8.
I think the tier 3. Do you think it's gonna be a repeat?
No, I
of
think it's
Kelly?
gonna be a weird one.
Because, like, the agility and the boss one, like, low-key feels similar to each other. We're looking through the map. I don't know.
The agility one is weird.
It is weird. It's kind of strange.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be very good because the very good one is Nature's Accord, which is a tier 5. So there's no way they can make it even on par with Nature's Accord, or it's going to be OP.
I might just have to take the bossing one.
So it might
Unless the third one's cool.
It might be like teleports you to like maybe Slayer bosses, or
But we already have Evil Eye's gonna do that.
Evil Eye takes you to bosses, not.
I think I'll do Slayer bosses too.
No, I meant Slayer Masters.
Oh.
Like maybe it takes you to like a niche NPC or
That
a
would be
group
kinda
of
cool.
NPCs or something.
Yeah. That'd be interesting.
Like maybe not only Slayer Masters, because I don't think.
But no, that's just like an idea,
enough.
though.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe something like that. I think it's gonna be.
Was that it for our
I think it's
reveals?
gonna be really weird. But
Is
yeah,
there
that's
no-
it for the reveals. Besides that, we have.
Today's the 8th and it's still question marks.
Yeah, they never added
They're
anything.
not good at updating this blog.
They did also reveal on the 7th the big drop.
Yes. He had explained this to me over the phone and I was like, what?
Yeah. So they revealed I'm
I'm gonna have you explain this because I
a
still
bunch
think
of
it's
question marks, and then
crazy.
whenever you went to the reveal, it actually was like a thing that you could interact with, a relic you could interact with, and based on where you put it in like this black square, it would give you a riddle.
What? Is that how people did this?
Yes. It was essentially a blank screen. and
Whoa.
with a set of riddles. And by the way, there's over 100 of these riddles.
Oh my God. I sometimes love this
And
community.
each riddle corresponded with a new combat relic because there is over 100 new combat relics. So not only did
I'm doing it right now.
everyone figure it out through this, but by the combination of community and everything like that, they were able to fully figure out the entire web. And it's a web. If anyone's ever played Path of Exile, they make explicit references to Path of Exile that they borrow. They even have a video where the devs talk about how they wanted to borrow the idea of Path of Exile's skill
Did they
tree.
really?
Yes.
How funny.
They even like make references like literally to it. It's hilarious in the video. So
Side note, by the way, I love these riddles.
yeah.
I don't know. Okay, so like example, this one says, "Warm blood runs beneath my coat. A cautious clan once tilled the land. Until one slipped by a steady hand. One word unites man and cattle." Like, I don't know what that is. That's crazy.
I
I
don't
think
know.
that's so cool. Okay, sorry. I'm just really excited. I actually want to try to do some of these riddles later.
Yeah, you can do the riddles if you want. People have the answers fully marked down in I saw live docs on like Google
People
Docs being
doing it together?
actively updated with
That's
the answers.
really cool.
And then once it had been figured out, the devs released a full blog on demonic pacts, which is the name of the new combat mastery system, and it gives you a full breakdown. And actually, one of the most important
so
parts.
much. I'm gonna have you do most of it.
Yeah, and the dev blog that does discuss this is only 3 minutes. So if you're confused by it, then you can get a quick rundown.
Mhm.
And it does look intimidating. Like I said, there's over 100 different relics
It looks
technically,
sick.
but it's really not too intimidating. And people are already coming up with build suggestions if
You
you
already
get
have
lost.
some.
Yeah. So it is kind of straightforward, and they have an interactive tool that you can use
I have that in the
to
next tab.
assign these points across this web, so you can kind of
practice a little.
kind of like see, like, for instance, there's different nodes that give you like the ability to hit past prayer, and if you have a bunch of them selected, it'll be like, all right, in total you have 95% damage that passes prayer, so it'll add it up
Wow.
for you.
Cool.
And there is, like Michelle said, a separate website. They worked specifically with the wiki team beforehand, so they had this available immediately.
I love it when they actually prepare.
Yeah, so you can
Love
go and
Scroll through, click them all, see
try a
what they
bunch of different
do.
things. And if you're wondering how many points you get out of these 100, you get 40 maximum.
He thought it was gonna be. I think he thought
I
it was
thought
gonna
it was gonna be
28
25 or
something.
something.
Yeah. And I remember when you told me on break, you're like, "It's 40."
Yeah, it's a lot.
You were so shocked.
This fully allows you to either go into 2 separate trees, or even if you want to, you can go and tribrid all 3 of the trees, because the trees are separated into melee, range, and mage.
Yeah.
So you can,
Each pact is 1 point, by the way. I don't know if we said that.
yeah, each pact is 1 point. You do start off with 2 for free in the tutorial, and then there is a total of obviously 38 more you can get.
Mhm.
9 are global tasks, 4 you get from Varlamore, 6 from Karamja, and 7 are in each additional region that you unlock, and they even tell you exactly what they are per region.
Yeah. So some of them are easy. It's just like the global ones. It says like achieve your first level 10,
No.
5, all those.
Those are regular tasks.
I was
These
gonna
are the
say,
global ones.
I was literally
They are very
they
easy.
seem weird.
Some of them are very easy. Like opening the leagues menu gives you a point.
Oh, that's just as easy as level 10.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Killing a giant gives you a point. Getting 50 combat gives you a point.
Use protect from melee. And then it gets a little interesting.
Yeah, killing each of the 4 echo bosses each gives you a point. And then
something else,
what?
which we'll mention in a second.
Oh yes, yeah, we'll mention that in a second. But yeah, so if you want to go by each region, like if you do all 12
I didn't
waves
click all the
of
regions.
Fortis, then you get another point there. So some of them are easier and some of them are more difficult. For instance, Karamja gives you a lot of points, but a few of them are from Zarket Rax, Fire Cape, and Inferno Cape.
We're skipping over Awaken Vardorvis and equipping Averted Treads. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
That's why I didn't mention the rest of the Varlamore ones, because they're not very easy except for killing Huey 1 time.
Oh wow. I mean, I'm gonna try to get all 40 if I can.
Yeah, of course.
Are you gonna?
I would recommend trying to get for 40. Personally, based on my skill level, I saw getting 27 as being relatively easy.
Mhm.
And then after that, you kind of have to like not know what you're doing, but it just becomes an actual effort after that.
More of a skill issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is specifically why I'm going Tyrion win first.
Oh, okay. Read me the tier one ones.
The Tyrion ones are very easy in my opinion. You have to kill a
Oh,
black dragon, corrupted gauntlet, volcano, a dark bow, equip a
one.
dark bow, craft a toxic blowpipe, pray at the altar for 90 prayer, and equip a corrupted weapon, which that is the
You were gonna
only
do that
one.
anyway.
That's the only one that I might not get to right away. All the
Yeah.
other ones, as long as I have the crafting and the slayer,
It's
very
like
easy.
part of your plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and also this gives me access to halberds. The only early game halberd comes from Tyrionwind,
Oh my gosh.
and that is where my build is going to be based around. So it just makes way more sense. I get up to, I think, around 17 points by accessing Tyrionwind first, as opposed to Corinne first, where I only get a few because there's some end game stuff from Corinne, as you might imagine.
Oh, yeah, there is.
A Dragon Hunter Lance, Radiant Oathplate,
150
Ancestral.
lizardman shamans, but
I
I'm
mean,
impatient.
Yeah. So, and also it's weird because, yeah, some of the areas are more difficult. So just make sure to keep that into account based
Click
on
Kandarin. I might do Kandarin.
what area you want to go to. Kandarin is pretty easy.
Oh, it is really easy.
Yeah.
Is it Kandarin exciting enough?
It's up to you. It's your game.
I'm waiting till they do a full reveal on what all the weapons are like, all the echo weapons, and that's kind of going to decide for me. I'm not going to do desert though.
Ew,
For sure.
desert's hard.
Ew, desert gross.
A piece of Masori, Awakened Leviathan, a Venator ring, and a Fang ornament kit.
Holy moly.
Yo, desert is actually cracked. You got to be a beast to
Yucky.
go into the desert.
I mean, once you get far enough, you could do it.
Yeah, it's just not going to be a good early region, I guess.
This is so cool. I did not read these. I
Yeah.
totally misunderstood this screenshot.
Nope. Yeah, so they're super cool. Also, we mentioned there's over 100 options for your relics.
Yeah, and I said they're saying sneaky.
And like I said, you can assign 40 points. You're like, dude, what if I just completely, mess it
Yeah.
up? If I just get through halfway through the game, I'm like, can I just restart?
That's like whenever Megan had her
Yep.
melee build and unlocked Tyrwin, and she was like, why did I do that? And she just started a new account.
Yeah. So instead of having to do that, you can reset your combat relics. But, big but, is you can't do it willy-nilly. You have to go into it knowing that's something you want to commit to, because you only get 3 resets for your combat masteries.
And it's after defeating a unique echo boss each time. So you also have to be good at the game.
Yes. And it only gives you 3. So there's 4 unique echo bosses. Don't count on 4. You only get 3.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of cool. It does reset all of your points. So if ideally you have your first build, maybe it, is kind of not what you're looking for, but it worked good early on. And then you respec into a new build. And then maybe you're like, I did the melee thing. Let me try mage. And
I
then you
was just
respec
going to
again.
say, something I didn't consider is that a lot of people during leagues will get they'll keep doing new accounts to try new stuff.
Yeah,
You can try every kind of this league.
you can.
Yeah, you don't have to keep
Well,
leveling
kind
new
of.
accounts. I mean, you can't switch relics, but you can try each combat thing.
Yeah, kind of. But there's a lot of unique types of builds that are
True.
possible. For instance, like you can do mage, but there's like a couple different niche kinds of mage ones. So it's like, if you really want, I would recommend either doing like an early game build that you plan on respecing, and then a mid game build that you're going to play for some time. And then like, if you want to respec, then you still have 1 more.
Weird.
That's what I would suggest.
I do like it though that if you hate what you choose, you're allowed to change it.
Yeah, which is nice because, yeah, like I said, the web of demon packs can be intimidating, especially if you're
Massive.
not coming from Path of Exile or whatever. But there is going to be a bit of a live stream on April 9th that Husky and Sarni are going to go through.
Oh, this is gonna be
along
after
with-
the episode's out. Sorry, guys.
Y-
Go watch it on
you can-
YouTube.
yeah, you can go watch you on YouTube, or you can go watch like the past broadcasts on Twitch. And Double Shine, Foe, and Skritic
Skritic.
are all going to be there showing some great relic choices, packed builds, and stuff like that.
Maybe a reveal or two.
And they're
We'll
also
probably
going to
get
have the
relics.
league's Discord because, like I said, I threw a bunch of information in here that isn't on here because I'm like getting fed.
Oh, is this a different Discord?
Yeah, it's a different Discord.
Oh, okay. I need to join it.
Yeah, so a lot of the stuff isn't explicitly being said here, but is said through different channels that I'm trying to like
Like a
kind of.
second Discord that we didn't know about.
Yeah,
Okay.
not good. I still think they should bring back the forums, honestly.
Yeah, it's weird because we're like, whatever forums. And then the other day he was like, I want forums back. And I was
Yeah.
like, what?
Do you want to go through and highlight some of the big keystones in
Yeah.
these are the keystone or some of the keystones in the demonic pacts planner. So
Okay.
you can check these out if you want. But some of the ones that I thought were a little more interesting is
We could just say all the big boy ones.
well, some of them.
There's only 4 each.
Okay, yeah. No, there's not. But yeah, okay. I'll do all the melee ones.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to make.
So with the melee ones, if your melee attack range is at least 4, which this really only happens with halberds, this is the one I'm going, it increases it to 7. So you're going to have the longest pull. It's going to have a 7 hit reach, which will give you increased damage and accuracy and all that stuff. For each unique, this is another one. For each unique heavy weapon in your inventory, it'll increase your max hit for blind bag, which just randomly reaches in your bag, gets another heavy weapon, and attacks an enemy with
Bizarre.
a 0 tick delay.
So weird.
Very interesting.
It
stuff
increases it
based
by,
around that.
how much was it?
A 2% up to 10. So if you have 5 unique heavy weapons in your bag, then you can grab any one of them and
You're just be carrying around a bunch of weapons at all times.
yeah, essentially. This other one is for the speedy attackers, and it makes it so that whenever you deal damage with a melee weapon, you restore 2% special attack per
Oh my
hit.
gosh.
And the final one, this is a one I see a lot of people going into this
Yeah.
one, and
This is pretty cool.
it's for the thorns build. So when the thorns effect triggers at all, it will always hit twice, dealing 50% of its damage on its second hit.
Wow.
People are able to combine this with things like the Zenite ring, as well as the boots from Colosseum,
Oh, the
and
echo
as
boots.
well as other parts of the tree to get something like 30 damage thorns builds going. Like every
Holy.
time an enemy attacks you, they get hit for 30.
Have I mentioned how much I love leaks?
True.
Alright.
Your mage one is gonna be pretty
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah, so the big major ones. First, earth spells deal additional flat damage based on your current defense level, plus 1 damage per 12 defense levels.
Yeah, so people are like, oh, I'm gonna stack like Justicar with earth spells.
Justica.
Yeah.
Fire spell hits apply 1 burn, max of 5, and bounce up to 2 nearby targets. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Water spell hits bounce back to you, healing you for the 60% of the damage dealt to your target. Air spells have a plus 1% chance to max hit for every 1 prayer bonus. This chance is doubled against enemies weak to air spells. Like I said before, very elemental heavy,
Very.
this league.
Yeah.
I don't love it because I'm still not used to element stuff, but I guess I'm going to have to get used to it.
True.
They're making me.
And this one actually has 6, so
Oh, yeah. The range is a lot.
I'll do the first 3 and you do the next 3.
Sure.
So this one is it's actually the same one twice. And it's specifically for bows, not crossbows,
Which
but
would be
bows.
light, technically, right? Or no, that'd be regular.
Yeah, just regular bows. So hitting with a bow increases your bow's minimum hit by 1, capping at 15% of your base max hit. And it's halved if you take damage that you could have prayed against.
Okay.
And the second one is that again. So it gives you now,
Oh, you could double it.
yeah, so it increases your max hit by 2 up to 15, or your minimum hit. One is for minimum hit and one is for maximum hit.
Oh, wow.
So it just generally just moves your entire damage bracket up
That's
if
so
you get
cool.
both of them.
Cool.
And then the third one, and this is honestly one of the most cracked ones.
Wait.
And this is for crossbows only. It makes it so every time your crossbow hits, it is a max hit. Every time.
I don't know if does that mean your ruby bolts will just keep procking?
No, it doesn't. That's
Okay.
not your max hit.
Oh, okay.
That's a proc.
But still, like,
Yeah. Kind of crazy.
and we could get dragon hair crossbow from
Technically,
chambers.
if I had to guess the way it works, you can specifically only use dragon bolt or ruby bolts if you want to,
Mhm.
and they'll still proc, and you'll still use this to hit whatever your normal max hit would be.
Yeah.
If I had to guess.
I love that. Probably getting that. Crossbow, the other option, crossbow attacks roll accuracy twice. And that one you could choose with the first one if you'd like.
Yeah, all of these.
If you have
could-
extra points.
Technically, you could choose all of these together.
Yeah. You have 40 points. And then while a thrown weapon is equipped, increase your range accuracy by 60. When attacking with a thrown weapon, you can now throw an additional nearby target. Oh,
Yeah.
that reminds me of the DK task where you have to hit all 3 of them.
So if you like throw a dragon dagger, it'll just throw
Like,
another
swing,
one.
swing, swing, swing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, pretty sick.
This tree's crazy, you guys. You need to go look at it. Oh
Yeah,
my
there's a
god.
bunch of really, really interesting interactions between everything. A lot of
I'm
really
like, do I need to go
cool.
read all of these? Probably.
Yeah, there's like some really interesting builds. Like one of the more interesting ones I saw is like a earth elemental tank, which just like they like get massive amounts of defenses and thorns to deal damage, and they also have like huge defenses from casting earth spells. So it's kind of interesting the ways you can take this.
Yeah, and there's ones that aren't even like centered around different types of mages. Sorry, mage range or melee either. So like all attacks have plus 15% prayer penetration up to 100%. All attacks have that's the same exact one. You could stack these up. Are these all the outside? So you could get 100?
Yeah, you can get over 100% prayer penetration, which it maxes at 100. But what you're looking for is there's other global ones.
I know, I kept scrolling over the same one in different places.
Yeah, there's other global ones that just give you, like, for instance, +5 permanent defense level boosts, which you can easily get up to like 50 or 60 permanent extra defense levels. There's some that give you extra accuracy in all combat, or regenerate even more runes and charges. We should also mention that the very first relic you get for free, that everyone starts in the middle, it gives you a 50% chance to specifically regenerate runes, ammo, and charges. So it doesn't remove the cost of a spell or anything like that. It regenerates it.
Yeah.
And this is effective for any spells. So if you use runes to cast a spell, it'll regenerate those runes specifically. Fire ammunition from a ranged weapon. So unfortunately, not throwing chinchompas. It has to be fired and be an ammunition to get recharged. And also, if there are any charged weapons, there's a % chance to generate additional resources for that too.
They did good with this.
And also, let me mention,
I like this.
You can fairly easily get over 100%. So if you get 150% regenerate, then you will get 1.5 dragon bolts back.
It'll give you extra.
You'll gain more than you use.
So weird.
Yeah. So that is very, very cool and interesting. So yeah, recommend checking it out if you're someone that wants to either get started in planning or likes theory crafting or anything like that.
This tree is very impressive. I feel like they did great with it. And also, whenever you click the link on the blog post, it takes you to the OSR's wiki in the DPS calculator as well. So you can like pretend to spend your points and it will tell you like how good everything is.
I wasn't able to get it to work. I think it might just like link to it separately.
Oh, okay. Well, I think it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not working yet.
I don't know if the demonic pacts is supposed to link to the DPS calculator, like connect it directly, but whenever I tried to do it, it just like went to the like normal base DPS calculator.
Oh, okay. Well, I really do think it's supposed to, so I think it's just not working. No.
Nope, that's what it was a second ago too.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's 11.
Oh, well, it says my hit points are 150.
Yeah, that's no, that's the monster. You hovered over the Appy demon.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you could at least play around with it and it tells you all the bonuses, even if it doesn't do the DPS calculator.
Yeah, and I would highly recommend if you do use this calculator, don't put all 40 points in. Maybe do the first 10 and then the first 20, because if you just immediately are like, oh, this is going to be my 40 points, you're going to have a bad time because your first 10 points are way more important than your last 10 points whenever
and
you
your
first
last
start
10
playing.
points is going to take a really long time to get.
Yeah, so like
I didn't think about I might not get 40 points.
Yeah, exactly. Realistically, like I said, I can pretty easily get 30, but getting the last 10 is going to take some work.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, make sure to keep that in mind. Also, which weapons you might get earlier. You're probably not going to get charged staffs very early unless like that's what you're going for. So just keep that in mind because there are nodes for each of these things.
Cool. I'm so excited for leagues. I can't believe next week it's going to be happening. As a reminder, we're going to be recording early.
Yes.
So you're not going to hear about day of release until the week after because we want to lock in.
Yeah, we are going to be blasting.
Yeah.
As you can
I'm going to be at work. My demon butler's going to be going crazy.
I'm just going to stay home.
Oh, I need more sick hours.
But yeah, that is it for the demonic pacts. and I'm excited about it. I
I'm
thought
so
they did
excited.
a good job with this specific showcasing of the combat masteries.
The way it looks too, like so impressive.
Yeah.
How the team that did this, well done. Like applause to you. Like it looks really good.
Yeah, they did a really good job. And as you can see, the title of the video, Pacts of Exile.
They do. That's cute.
Yeah.
I like that they were inspired by it. I think that's nice.
Yeah, Mod Husky even says specifically, he's like, yeah.
Yeah, it
Like,
was PoE.
yeah. So that was kind of cool. But we do have questions to get
Yeah.
to.
A couple things in the Q&A real quick. So, first question is, I think we already read that. Okay, from Matt on Discord. I was walking around the other day, realized how not diverse RuneScape cities are. There are tons of different races in RuneScape, but they all stick to their own people and almost never intermingle. For example, you don't normally see a minority group of, or even a single NPC of, gnomes in Falador, apes in Alcarid, or elves in Keldagrim. Do you think it could be interesting to add some random other races and cities, and maybe even give them an interesting backstory for the lore? Yeah, I think that'd be cute.
Yeah.
They just be like, oh, why does this like what kind of dwarf is Thurgo? It's
A
like
weird one.
him and that other guy are like the only two left.
I don't know. I don't actually read the lore.
Oh, me either.
Yeah. The only lore I know of is like some of the gods lore.
Well, okay, a good example then is kind of like at Nightmare, they randomly have a siren guarding her. So if we ever get an island with sirens, it'll be like kind of cool to be like, hey, your friend Shura, by the way, is just like chilling in Mauritania for no reason.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be cool to have more of that because whenever you first encounter her, you're like, what are you doing here? This is the vampire area. And she's like blue mermaid, basically.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun to have more of that. And then especially if they have like little backstories.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, hers is to keep an eye on Nightmare, by the way.
I think it would be kind of interesting. I immediately was thinking like the different types of buildings and structures that even humans make.
Mm-hmm.
And like obviously I think it would be kind of weird because we don't have any precedent for like different types of humans like from different regions or anything like that. But I think it would be cool if like not directly, like obviously elves have their own type of architecture
Of course.
and dwarves and everything like that. I think it would be cool for the next region that we unlock
Like a
it'd be a
mix?
combination.
Ooh, like what is the old term for the US? Like a melting pot of different
Yeah,
cultures.
where it's like not so
Wow.
fancy and like prim as a like Prifddinas house,
Yeah.
but like a Prifddinas, like a half elf house
Yeah,
where
you
it's
could
like
tell it's like
human.
inspired by it.
Yeah, like a human elf house. So it's like
That'd
it'd
be
be cool because it'd
fun.
be like old timey, like medieval, but with like some trimmings
Yeah,
of
like crystal and
Prifddinas.
stuff. Yeah.
Or like obviously like maybe like someone from the desert is a dwarf. Like there's
Mm-hmm.
like a dwarven desert in the or a dwarven city in the desert under
Yeah.
like a dune or something, and it's like partially dwarven, partially deserty.
That's
I think
cool.
stuff like that would be really
A
cool.
combination of it is actually such a cool idea.
Yeah.
And then it'd be kind of cool. You could just have like the big city and just have like all kinds of different characters there.
Yeah, I thought that'd
That'd be
be
so
cool because
cool.
yeah, because like human societies in real life have like a interesting mix of like
They're from all
if you start
over.
going to the further east and you get to like the EU,
Mm-hmm.
which the UK has a very specific type of house, and then even just slightly further than that, French house is very different.
Yeah.
Even further than that, German house is similar but different,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously it gets even
It's
more
just
different
more
the
and more
further
different.
you go.
Yeah.
But it's a blending of all the
That's
people.
cool. I like that idea.
Yeah.
That's fun. And then from Harger, thoughts on a new type of clue scroll, the challenge scroll. Side note, when are we gonna get the wilderness clue scrolls?
Never.
Oh my god, and when are we getting dogs?
Never.
Like
They showed us.
they showed us the dogs and we're like, bye. Anyway, so this would drop both for you and another random player at the same time, incentivizing you to go as fast as possible to beat the other player to the reward. You could also even potentially wait at the final point to ambush the other player if it's in the wildy and then get the treasure yourself.
It's kind of cool.
I think it's cool, but I think what
Sounds
would,
like bounty hunter.
oh my god, stop. It's scary. I think what would happen is you'd go and run at it and then the other person would be AFK. Or the other person would run at it and you'd like not be looking. Because I
Yeah.
think it's unlikely that you guys are both looking towards the same area. Unless it's at like what Well, I'm thinking it's kind of like maybe too close to Dead Man because I'm like, what if you are like at a wilderness boss and it drops it? And it's kind of like in Dead Man how it announces to people, and you have like 1 minute before you're allowed to pick it up. But that's just a PvP world, so I don't know.
All right, I have a sick idea for this.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so
Not Dead
there's
Man mode.
no. So I think this is sick. I think it would be it kind of ties into each other,
Okay.
but so follow along for a second. I think it would be an opt-in thing,
Mm-hmm.
like a toggle or maybe even something you buy to unlock,
Okay.
because there's plenty of skills in the game that obviously need a little bit of a revamp.
Yes.
One of them that people have been bringing up more recently, Slayer.
Oh, Slayer mobs drop it?
What if there was like a thing you could buy with Slayer points to unlock, and it's like kind of like a superior but a
Mhm.
challenge mob. You kill it, then it's all like it doesn't end your current task, but it's all like if
Do
you
you want to?
yeah, if you pick this up, you'll be accepting a new task to kill this many mobs, completely different mob,
Oh,
maybe even like a harder mob or something like that. Can't be bosses because that would just take too
that's
long.
yeah.
And it's like if you kill this many mobs before the other, maybe it'll drop to like a group of people at a time. It'll be like 5 people within the same combat bracket,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll be like, all right, you guys go kill 25 of this specific mob, and you'll get rewards based on where you place in the top 5.
That's cool. It's hard to find stuff that everyone want to do, but I could see people wanting to do
How
that.
sick, and it couldn't be like, it wouldn't be something sick. It'd just be like
Maybe like a
first
Slayer
first
XP
place
drop.
yeah, first place gets like an XP drop and 20 Slayer points.
Yeah, you'd have to make it worth going for, but you don't feel bad if you don't go for
Yeah,
it.
like maybe the Slayer points would
Ooh.
even be
Honestly, rewarding Slayer points is enough for me.
yeah, I was like, it could be just that, or it could be like affected by your streak or something
Okay.
like that, or maybe
Yeah.
it could add to your streak or something.
Ooh.
I think that would be sick, because then it's like there's like a kind of a competition thing where it's like if I finish first, I'm getting 25 points. If I finish last, I'm getting 5.
Yeah, you're
So
still getting
at
something.
least you're getting something, and you're going to go there and you're going to get the same thing that you're normally getting, unless obviously if you're doing a boss, you might just skip it.
Yeah, of course.
But if you're like,
You're
I'm,
at Abbey Demons.
I'm killing blood bells, this is boring, let me go do this thing and get more points.
Yeah, and it
and-
happens to be in the same dungeon, even better.
Yeah, exactly. It's like if you happen to be in the same dungeon, you already got a head start. It's like maybe
Sure.
there's like a strategy that builds around that.
That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, I
I
think
like
that
that.
would be sick. That's actually
Yeah.
such a sick idea.
You're so excited about it now. You're like, yo, wait.
Because I think it's hard to come up with interesting ideas for Slayer, and I think that like little competition would be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know people love stuff like that in bingos. A lot of bingos will randomly be like, this is the bounty for the day, and everyone's like rushing to go and get it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that same vibe.
Or it'd be really cool if there was like, there was a further unlock. Obviously now I'm just going crazy, but
Okay.
if there was a further unlock called like Extreme Challenger or Challenger's Mark or something like that.
Challengers challenge mode.
Something extra, and it was all like it would choose everyone in the same bracket, or maybe not, just as long as you had like a fire cape unlocked. It's like, all right, you guys all go get a fire cape.
Mhm.
Or it'd be like, all right, you guys all go get an Inferno cape.
Yeah.
And it'd be like a huge like
Oh
unlock.
my
Like
god.
the same thing but just more.
Yeah.
And maybe it would include like gold or something. Like whatever.
Crazy.
Or like maybe like a bunch of gems or something.
That's interesting though. Like the
Yeah.
general idea, I think they could definitely build upon that, to be
Yeah.
honest.
I think, dude, that
Mods, are you
actually,
listening,
that actually
developers?
sounds so sick. That's such a sick idea.
Add something to Slayer like that. Challenges.
Yeah,
It
that'd
doesn't
be
have
cool.
to be exactly this, but like maybe you guys are feeling inspired.
Yeah, because I don't see any downside. It's like it doesn't really affect the economy. Really, it's like you're just
It's more
getting
so
some
Slayer
Slayer
points.
points, some Slayer XP because the skill is slow.
Yeah.
and it's an opt-in thing, so it's like not really.
You could just leave the scroll on the ground.
Yeah, and it's like it's more XP, so maybe you feel forced to do it, but also it's.
I
like,
would just have the
I
main
don't
reward
think
to
I
be
don't
Slayer
even see it as like a
points.
bad thing.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I think like an XP drop would be sick.
Yeah, I like that. That's a fun idea.
Yeah.
Both of you guys. All right. That's it for the Q&A. I don't know why I said all right like that.
Nice.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it as always.
Yeah. Thank you all for listening. We really do appreciate it. Let us know what you're gonna do for leagues. Super excited, and
Maybe
We
we'll have a
might-
guest next week.
We might have a guest next week. We might have a mini episode after Leagues comes out.
We might do a lot of things.
Just
We
in
might not,
case.
though.
But yeah, so make sure to follow, stick around in case you want to see the next episode, whatever we end up doing. So hopefully you all enjoyed it. And if you did, you can follow us on any of our socials listed below.
Oh, I did want to say for our socials, by the way, because we're always like, ask us questions anywhere. I don't actually open up DMs because I am scared of being sent gross pictures. So you're gonna have to ask in comments.
Just add us.
By the way, yeah, add us in Discord or something. Or
Well, no, add us on any of the socials and we'll get notified too.
Yeah, if you comment stuff, I'll see. Because sometimes I see like previews for like DM requests, but I have heard a lot of horror stories about people opening up what looks like normal messages, and it's not a normal message. So I don't
Okay.
open up DMs.
We get it.
Anyway, so TikTok and what else is it? What else is it? Something else. Oh, Twitter. Bunebape osrs. Our Twitch, YouTube, Instagram are all Bunebape. I stream 4 days a week at twitch.tv/Bunebape. And I've been working on CAs, but I'm certainly just going to be streaming Leagues next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
and playing Leagues all the time off stream as well.
That's it. Hopefully you guys have a great start to your leagues because we won't see you before then. So
Well, we will.
well, yeah, but I mean, let's be honest, we won't really
Yeah, we're recording early.
Yeah.
So
So hopefully you all enjoy the episode. And if you did, we'll see you all.
very soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.